Hello? Oh my God. I'm gonna try this again. No warning. I literally talked the whole time. Hello? Testing? Like, I'm gonna try this again. I literally talked that whole first live stream. What did you guys think I was doing? Not typing in chat and just playing sound effects? Oh my gosh. Am I live now? I literally talked that whole 30 minutes. Wow. So apparently, if my face isn't on the screen, you guys couldn't hear me. So, honestly, Carol, what the hell? What did you guys think I was doing? Not typing in chat and not talking to you guys? OMG. I talked for a half an hour straight. I talked about everything. I talked about my personal life, Delphi. I talked about everything. So can you hear my voice now? Apparently, it's my fault. I guess I needed to click my face on StreamYard to put myself up on the screen here. But I was literally talking the whole time. I literally talked. I revealed my name. I talked for 30 minutes straight. I said hi to every single person in chat. Well, yeah, I guess it's my fault. Totally my fault. Oh man, that's wild. I was literally talking that whole 30 minutes. I talked about, God, I said hi to T. Criminality came to my chat. Cryptex was there. I talked for the whole 30 minutes. Wow. Hmm. No, I wasn't muted. I see how my face is on the screen. I guess I needed to do something to put my face on the screen. Hmm. Wow. I'm live now, so let's see if anyone comes back. Yeah, like what did you guys think I was doing for a half an hour? Playing sound effects every 5 minutes? That's pretty crazy. I literally was talking to you guys the whole time. I was so happy. I got a new microphone. Wow. I you should oh my God, I told jokes. I literally said hi to every single person in chat. Wow. You guys must think I'm a dope. Holy crap. Dee Dee just discorded me and said, epic fail. Holy crap. And I had like, well, I guess I didn't put myself up or whatever. Like, see how my face is on the screen now? It's my fault. Wowza. Now, people are like, oh, that's it. I ruined it. My career's over. I totally ruined it. I biffed it. Man, talked about everything. I revealed my name. I talked about my family, my kids. The whole half an hour that I was on, I talked about everything. Holy shit. You know what, though? Carol, between you and I, since nobody else is here, I'll probably never do that again, I guess. Holy shit. This is crazy. Wow. Like I was talking to T, criminality showed up, so I talked to her for like 2 minutes straight on the air, but I guess I didn't put myself on the air. Well, yeah, because that's funny. I guess I should have typed it in the chat because I was asking you guys, how do I sound? How does my new mic sound? Like 50 times. I asked, but obviously you guys couldn't hear me. Oh my gosh. Has anybody ever failed that bad? Is that like the worst start of YouTube's history? Should I get an award? Because like I had 30 people and now they're probably not going to come back because all like I was just playing sound effects for like every 5 minutes, I guess. Oh my God. Well, I'm going to delete that last one. And hopefully, if people see this, they'll know I was talking the whole time. The whole time. Wow. This is nuts. I told jokes. I talked about my childhood. I talked about Delphi. I talked about Amy G's channel. I talked about going on Peggy O's channel. I talked about my live stream appearances. Oh my God. ACV, good to see you, buddy. Listen, you want to hear the funniest thing? I just did a live stream for 35 minutes and I didn't put myself up on the screen, I guess. So I literally talked into my microphone, which has lights on it. It was moving away. And I tested my mic, it was working. And I literally talked that whole last live stream I put up. I talked for the whole 35 minutes at least. I literally told jokes, talked about Delphi. I said hi to every single person that came into chat, and nobody could hear me. And I played sound effects like every 5 minutes. Yet I guess nobody thought I was talking because I mistakenly I'd asked people. Kept asking if you guys could hear me. I was so happy I got this new microphone. Oh my God. I feel like such an ass. Wow. Huh. Well, okay. I guess I'll delete this other one. And if anyone watches this, um, I will go live again. I was just testing stuff out, but I promise I will come back with a plan with, well, yeah, I mean, I just, I don't even remember what I talked about. Yeah, I thought you guys were all hearing me now last time, so totally my fault. TJ, I just made the biggest ass of myself. That whole half an hour I was on, I literally talked the whole time and nobody heard me. I didn't, I guess I didn't put myself on screen here like I am now. So, hmm. Do I stay on or because I didn't give nobody a warning this time. I just went straight live. Should I stay for a bit and see if people come, or do you guys want to talk about anything? Oh, okay. But how do I do that, TJ? Um, so can I, is there like, how do I get those documents? I mean, I'll stay, but I feel kind of deflated because I thought I had such a good live stream. The whole time I was talking, like telling jokes. I thought I was talking to you guys in chat. Wow. How the heck did everyone stay so long? And that's wild. Well, yeah, I'm doing it now, I guess. But the thing is I had people here. There was like 30 something people. And, well, no, well, it's okay. I mean, I don't, it was a test, but I mean, it's my fault. I can't blame anyone but myself. So, okay. So all I had to do is click like I'm in StreamYard and I'm watching on YouTube on mute also. I didn't put myself up, I guess, on the whatever this is called. So, yeah, TJ, if you can get the documents, I'll open them up on I got another browser. My computer's amazing. I have three 52-inch monitors. So, and I have Discord up. I have all these things, but I just didn't put myself on stage. And I literally talked for the whole half an hour. I talked about my real name. I talked about my home. I talked about my jobs. I talked about Delphi. I talked about my kids. Oh, I'll talk about anything you want, ACV, now that I know you can hear me. And it's, if anybody listens to this, it's 100% my fault. I, I didn't know. I literally thought I was talking to you guys. Wow. This new microphone sounds good though. Um, Maybe I should just delete that and not tell anybody because I'm going to go delete that. Or should I leave it up? I should probably leave it up as a reminder of YouTube's worst first live stream broadcast in all of history, I think. Do you think anybody's ever talked for 35 minutes without putting themselves up on the screen like this? Is there a way I can find out if anybody's done this? Oh my God. Okay, I'll let it go. You're right. It is true. It's probably one of those things that nobody probably would even notice. Yes, TJ, criminality was here. And I joked, oh my God, criminality came in and said hi. And I was like, I played the sound effects like this. Like, I was like, and then I introduced criminality. And I told criminality but nobody heard me. I told her that my heart, I was all nervous and I was like, you know, excited that such a big star was in my chat that my heart was ready to explode. So all this time, you guys only heard those sound effects. I even I even joked that T after T left my chat, I said that, oh, I bet you she's gone to draw a bath and light a candle and listening to me right now. And I guess maybe it's better you didn't you didn't hear that. Oh my. Yeah. Sure, TJ. I'll do that. Wow, that's crazy. Totally my fault because I spent the time making a silly ban. Ooh, I even read my banner to the chat. Man. Okay, so how do I invite? I gotta invite, right? So if I invite a guest. There we go. Okay. So I copied it. Now, wow. Here we go. Unindicted. That whole and Becky B. Hi. That whole. I just did a live stream for 35 minutes where I talked into my microphone. I had 30 something people here, superstars like Criminality and Cryptex and a few others. And I didn't put myself on the screen. So I was talking away the whole time. And I didn't know anyone couldn't hear me. I literally talked the whole 35 minutes. Wowza. Okay, so now what do I do, TJ? Do I invite you up?
Hey,
Oh,
hi.
hi. Is this
Hey,
T?
congratulations. You had your first video on
Yeah.
your channel.
Wow, that was crazy. I'm gonna delete
I
that. I gotta.
No, don't do that.
Oh my God. So I didn't know I had to put myself up. All I had to do was click my little square here to put myself up on this screen, I guess.
Well,
Oh my.
it looked like you were practicing and, playing all
Right.
the
Right.
new sound effects and stuff. We could hear that and see your
Well,
shop.
yeah, yeah. And I talked about everything though. It was funny. I won't ACV's right. I think I should just move on from that. But wow,
Yes.
that was epic because I literally talked the whole 30 minutes. So, man,
Yes. Okay. So, do you want me to talk about this, what happened today in the Delphi trial of Richard
yes.
Allen?
Yeah, let's
Oh
cover
my
it.
gosh. Okay, so I've been kind of dropping little hints in chats because I nobody's been covering this, but everyone needs to know that when the trial transcripts, the original trial transcripts were submitted by Miss Jody, she did not include the Frank's motion information or the motion to correct, which came in after trial, remember? And she also didn't submit the document, the evidence for both of those hearings.
Right.
So
Wow.
what happened was the appellate attorneys last month put out a request that they needed these documents. And they sent it to Todd Rokita, who's the Attorney General of Indiana. Because the reason they did that is actually the appellate team for the state is two attorneys and Todd Rokita. So he's part of this case. Todd Rokita responded with a letter that said, yes, you should have these documents and I will find out where they are and make sure you get them. And that response went back to the court. So you first had the request from the appellate attorneys and you had the response from Todd Rokita. Judge Altus made an order. It was actually probably 22 days, it was October 22nd. And you guys can go look at it on my case, look under Richard Allen's appeal, and you'll see what he said. Basically said the clerk of Allen County, Miss Williams, has 22 days to submit these documents and revise the transcript. Can you believe that?
Wow. Yeah, I heard people
It's,
talking about this.
okay. Well, I fully expected Jody to send something back requesting more time like she did the first time around. Nope. She's got it all filed. And news, if anybody's been watching the news today, the news is already covering it in Indianapolis. It's amazing.
Wow.
They're showing it.
I don't
Go
watch
ahead.
the news anymore. So
Okay.
update us on anything you want because I didn't see
Okay.
anything. I don't know
Okay.
anything. So
Wow, it's just like, and you know what? Yesterday I had a low point, and I don't know if you saw me in Amy's chat, and I'm like, I'm stepping back from Delphi because it just seemed like, oh, I just hit a low point where I thought, there's so many bad things going on. I watched Noe's video. I don't know if you've seen that, but he called
The
in
one
from,
Alex played?
yes. Did you
Yeah, I was
see it?
watching that. Yeah, I was there live.
Okay, well, did you really catch on to what he was saying about the KKK?
Sort of. Yeah, but he was saying
Yeah,
a lot of stuff.
he was. I mean, he talked about the KKK. And I don't know, it just hit me. And I thought, this is really scary. And then today I woke up and found out all this stuff had been filed on time. I knew it was supposed to be in by today. Um, but basically, what happened was Judge Gold just wanted to pretend that the Franks hearing and the motion to correct were not part of the trial.
Right. Right.
But they
Wow.
are. They are.
Of course they are.
And
Yeah.
yeah, so they have to submit a new transcript that will be that can't see anything yet on the appeal in my case, but if you go to the murder in my case, she has documented at the bottom that it was submitted. So um I was watching Case by Case today, and she said she already knew things, so All Eyes evidently is working on getting all of those documents uploaded, and we should be able to see them soon. But I'll tell you, I don't watch the news. I mean, I see my news on YouTube, and so I had a flash from one of the indie channels, and it the thumbnail is a picture of Brad Holder and Patrick Westfall in January of 2017, given their gang symbol hand signs.
Oh yeah, I'm
And
sure.
yeah, so we're going to be getting all of those documents. It's amazing.
Wow.
Peggy's
Hey,
here, ACV.
hi Peggy.
Hi.
Yeah. You
Hello.
guys talk about anything you want. We're going to talk about, I guess, all the trial stuff if you guys want to talk or come on up.
Yeah. Yeah, I wonder if Peggy and I can always swap out too, because I sometimes when you have three people on, it gets a little crazy.
Yeah,
But
how about we
yeah,
do that?
yeah. If Peggy
You
wants
talk
to
about
come up, or
no,
yeah.
no.
Oh,
Do you have anything else you want to say?
no, I'm just really proud of you for going on there. I know it's scary, but
Yeah.
I
I
plan to
mean,
do it too. Yeah, I'm gonna be doing it. You're gonna be seeing me too.
that whole last live stream, guys, I swear to you, I was so funny, I was so charming. I swear to you, I was talking that whole time.
I
The
wish I
whole
could have
half
heard
hour.
you.
Oh my God. I
I
didn't put
stayed on
Peggy,
just thinking it's gonna happen here any minute. He's gonna
I
like come
I
on.
I was talking to each one of you in chat. I was reading comments.
Did you
I
see me
was
in there? I don't. I must
yes.
have said hi.
I said, why do you guys think I wasn't typing to you? But it's my fault. 1,000,000%. I didn't put myself
Oh,
up on the screen. Oh my
oh,
God.
gotcha.
Because
Oh,
I
see,
tested my mic. My mic was working and everything. So I thought you guys heard me. Oh
well,
my.
I don't know what I don't know because I haven't. I mean, what I'm going to do at first is just do some videos. I'll just set up my phone and record me talking. But
Okay.
yeah, and
Yeah.
that
So you can watch it and make sure it's okay first.
yeah, that's what people used to do, and then you can edit them if you want. But I have never gone. I mean, I've done interviews on. I did my interview that I did one time on StreamYard, and then of course I've popped on here now a couple times.
Hmm.
Oh, what does Diana sing? Shit is the now?
Dee Dee, you guys, for a whole half an hour, I talked. Dee Dee, I made so many great jokes and I was charming and funny. And I talked about my childhood. I talked about all my jobs. I talked about my kids. I talked about Delphi. I swear to you, that whole half hour, guys, I was literally talking exactly like I'm now. The
Well,
whole
go
go ahead.
ahead. No,
I,
I was gonna say really quick. Peggy's saying she was backstage the whole time.
on my last live.
Yes.
So how do I know that? How?
I don't
Oh my
know. You
God.
got to ask Diana because
But
I've never used
but
it. So
I'm doing it now. I seen you pop up, but I didn't see. Oh my God. I feel like such an ass. Thank God I
no,
ended it early.
Shibby, don't. No,
Oh
just be
my.
funny about it. It, you
So
know.
so that whole half hour, all you heard was because I was telling jokes and playing sound effects
No.
after I talked for like 5 minutes. So all you hear is the occasional.
Yeah,
Oh
the
my God.
occasional sound effect
Oh, oh, I feel like such an ass. Oh my
about
God.
every 5 minutes,
Oh my God. Oh my God.
every time you paused.
Oh my God. I feel horrible. I'm gonna
No.
cry.
Oh
Wow,
no,
that's
no, you're
amazing.
not. That's all
Holy
part of your
shit.
shtick. Come on,
N-
that's just part of your shtick. I know it.
Yes. Yeah, it is. I'm not crying right now.
No.
So no, I mean, it definitely took the wind out of my sails, but I'm back because
Well,
I
yeah,
figure
I'm glad.
I gotta make it right, and I'm gonna
I'm
do it
glad
right.
because we didn't really have, I needed to kind of connect because I was feeling
Okay.
really down last night and I was feeling down today and it's just it's such an emotional case. The whole thing is, gosh,
Well,
you just,
here, Dee Dee asked, read her comment on screen. Dee Dee says, laugh my ass off. Why didn't you check your mic? I did,
I
Dee
don't
Dee.
know.
I bragged for 10 minutes about this new mic I'm on now that I bought it on Amazon and it came today and I spent the last 4 hours before this hooking my mic up. I got one of those boom mics with like it sounds great. It's got a pop filter so I don't, and it's got lights on it.
Oh, yeah.
And I
Nice.
tested it out on my Windows and it sounded amazing. I tested it out in StreamYard. It was amazing. But Dee Dee, I didn't put myself up on the screen. Like I didn't, you see how my face is up there? I didn't, I
Yeah,
didn't
we
put
couldn't
myself
hear
up.
you. We never heard your voice, just your
Oh,
sound effects.
so at least if I did this and I was muted, you would have seen that little circle going crazy.
Yeah, well, I mean, I just wanted to hear you is all, even
Right.
if you,
So, okay, lesson learned, everybody. If you
yes,
do a live stream, you need to put yourself on the screen.
yeah, and
Okay,
I don't know how you do it. She
I
says you
didn't
didn't
add the
add the
stage. Yeah.
stage. Oh, okay.
Dee Dee, I swear I talked that whole half hour and I revealed lots. Maybe it's better because I said a lot of stuff. My real name,
Oh, did
my
you?
real name. Yeah. You guys want to
Wow.
know?
Yeah, what is it?
I'm Robert. I grew up
Ooh,
as
I
a
like,
Bob, Bobby. I'm called
oh,
Bob, but my name's Robert.
you and Charles, Bobby. Bobby.
Yeah. Well, mostly
That's a
from my
nice name.
childhood. Yeah, it's a good name. It was
Hmm.
fun. But Bob, I talked about my plumber's crack too. That's perfectly proves that I'm a Bob. Because if I work under the sink, you'll see my crack. Oh my God.
You'll have to maybe somehow set up your camera and get a photo of it for us.
I I will. I will. Oh, I
Put it
will
on.
reveal all now. I'm actually having fun. This is neat and
Good.
I enjoyed it.
I'm
So,
sure it's scary. I know. You know what? I've watched videos about people, creators, and they say you just got to jump on and do it. Don't wait until, you have the
yeah.
fancy song in the beginning and the
No,
state,
no.
the studio set up and all that.
But
I
literally
mean,
I don't I'll plan things. I like I wanted to like thankfully you came on. So if you want to go off and
yeah,
if you can get
I'll do
any of
that.
those documents and then
Oh,
can
I
you
can't, honey. They're not
oh,
available yet. All
mm,
Ice will have them tomorrow.
okay.
And maybe we can start talking about that. It's really important. That just one more thing, the appellate attorneys need to file now within 5 days of receiving this information. They need to file within 30 days. So they basically have 35 days, I believe, to file the appeal. So we will know. And they've basically said we're going to go on the fact that she didn't allow third party, information in. So I
How
think
do
that's,
oh, sorry, one sec. How do I get our names up,
oh,
Dee
Dee
Dee?
Dee.
Cuz I'm sorry, one sec. I'm just playing around here.
Okay.
Shit. Um,
I
how
think
do
I
I
saw
get our
mine.
names up? No, I got it. I screwed it up now. Oh my.
I'm on there. Oh, maybe you took me off. Am I there?
How do I get you back?
Oh, there I
Oh,
am. Can you hear me?
oh, I hear you, but I don't have your face up.
Oh, my circle
So
is up.
yeah.
Okay. Well, does somebody else?
Oh,
Anyway, oh,
you're over on the side there. I didn't
yes.
I didn't even
You're the
Oh my
star, so
God.
you're in a big
I feel like
giant
such
circle, and
oh
I'm
my
the little
gosh.
one.
Maybe this is maybe this is appropriate because I'm the oh
Yeah,
my
you're
God, I
the
feel like such a
star.
mess.
I'm just
I
your
didn't
little
even see
co.
you there. Okay, but I want our names underneath it.
Oh, I know.
Oh my God.
What?
Uh-oh.
Oh
You in
my
trouble?
goodness. Um, he's not in a very good mood today. I
Oops.
don't know why. All right.
Tell him
Well,
what
I'm
I
gonna.
did and he'll laugh.
I will.
Tell him
I
how
will.
much I talked for half an hour to people and I didn't put
Yeah.
myself on screen.
Okay. I'll tell him. I'll
All
go
right.
down below. Good night.
All right.
I'll see you guys below.
Night.
Bye.
Bye.
Shibby.
Oh boy. Okay. So guys, let's talk about like that last stream, Mustang. Oh my God, Mustang. I literally talked to you for like 10 or 15 minutes, but I didn't know I didn't put myself on the stage or screen. Oh my God. So the new trial stuff, what do you guys want to I have no idea. Anybody want to type in chat or is there anything we could do to talk about it? I'll go through chat. I was reading all the chat questions before and wow. Oh, I know what I'm doing. I'm watching on YouTube. Okay. So there's another mistake. I was changing on StreamYard, but watching on YouTube and wondering why my screen wasn't changing, but I wasn't. I guess there's a delay. Okay. So Dee Dee, come on up here and tell us what happened. Does anybody know what happened? I have no idea what happened. Please come on up. Tell us what had happened. And if you do come up, I guess tell me you're here because, or do I see you and on the stage thing? This is wild. So there's no documents or nothing we can pull up? How did we all find out about all this new info? Hmm. So at least with my face up on the screen, I can tell if I'm talking or not. So the defense requested all the other exhibits, which included 1,200 pages of documents and evidence. So where is this? How do we see it? Did anybody read it? Oh, can I do that, Dee Dee? Am I allowed, if it's news, I'm allowed to look at it? I'll read it to you guys. Send me any links, yeah. So ACV, questions for you. Where did Lowlight go to? And oh, Lowlight, um, Joshua Jackson. I believe he took some time off because I did see him. He went Lowlight Recovery went to Rumble for like a show or two, and we all kind of went there. And then he kind of disappeared. And Erica Morse, same thing. She had a couple of those shows on her channel when her friend passed away, the person that she knew. I forget their name, sorry. And yeah. Well, yeah, Dee Dee, send me a link. So what do I do? Sorry, guys. If I put myself off to the side, then I could share this. Mm. You know what it is? I had my Zoom settings on my screen too much. So I was on like 120%, so I wasn't seeing half the shit I'm doing here. Now it's like disappeared. Um, I'm talking away now, and I don't see myself on the screen. Solo layout. Oh Jesus! One sec. There I am. Okay, but I don't see that on my StreamYard. Is just like frozen. I'm gonna refresh, so I'll mute my mic and refresh. StreamYard is not showing me what YouTube is showing me. Ah, okay. So the add to stage wasn't showing up. So, okay, I'm getting good at this. I'm sorry, guys. We're going to get good at this. If you stick with me, I promise I will get good at this. Too bad I didn't do this when I had 30 people and criminality was here. Cryptex was here. Oh my God. Good night, Peggy. Thanks. Thanks for the support, Peggy. Just leave when I'm struggling, but that's fine. I'm only kidding. If you have to go, good night. Okay. So, Dee Dee, are you sending me an article or something? This is a bust. Does anyone want to come in? I don't know, Dee Dee. Anywhere. I'm on Discord. I'm on the YouTube chat, and I'm on StreamYard. So you choose. So what do I do if I get a link? Then I have to present or invite. And oh man. Well, tell TJ, tell your hubby I'm sorry. I stole your attention. But if it makes me feel better, I made a complete ass of myself talking for half an hour. No, I don't need help. I don't know. I don't know what I thought. I thought I would just come live and talk about stuff. But this is harder than it looks. I guess you guys all know that. Yeah. What I'll do is I guess I'll probably end this, and I will prepare um, the next time I talk for half an hour, and I'm charming, and I tell my life story, and I talk about all my childhood and my jobs and Delphi. I will put myself on stage. I will put myself up on the screen. So I'm not just talking to my microphone. Oh, okay, Peggy's here. Now, is this the real Peggy O? Let's see. Peggy,
Hello.
is this really you?
This is me.
Okay. Hey, so what happened with the Delphi stuff? Do you want to talk about that, or
Sure. Where do you want
I
to
have no
start?
idea. Wherever you would like. Oh, ooh, ooh, how do I get your face up? Ah,
Oh, I don't
two
think I
big
I
circles.
I don't think I did an avatar. Hold on, let me do one. I'll do that. Here we
Thank you
go.
for coming up.
Oh, no problem. Yeah, I was just gonna I'm trying to stick to a schedule.
Well, if you have to go at any time, you can go.
Okay, no, it's okay. It's okay. I'm here now. So
Mhm.
let me just put in a picture.
Oh, Dee Dee said 80085. The way I have the two circles, it looks like boobs on the screen. Should I change that? How can I change that? Does that look weird? Here, maybe I'll do this one.
That's
But why do they
funny.
stay circles?
I don't know. Well,
Oh, I think
you could change it to squares. Like if you go all the way up
uh
to the upper right corner, you
mhm.
can mess with the like the view and the setting,
Oh,
and the colors and all of
mhm.
that. And I could walk
I
you
ha-
through that.
I have it.
Um,
Check, 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 check. I got to go into those settings on the right there of StreamYard, the
yes.
banners, media, style, notes, people. Okay, I got it.
Yeah. You got it. See, you're doing it.
Those circles looked weird.
Yeah, I don't like the circles. I'm not a circle person. Might
So
just
how do
be
I get
like trauma.
our
Go ahead.
names? I don't see our names. Why? How do I do that?
That's also in the settings as well. I'm trying to think offhand here. I can help you with it tomorrow. I can like get on and share screen
Mhm.
and guide you through that. I'm not by my computer. Is my sound okay? Because I'm just using my phone.
No, you sound great. You sound
Okay,
great.
awesome, awesome sauce.
Hmm.
So yeah, where do you want to start? Just been so much, just coming through
Well,
everything. I want to. I could go first if you want.
yeah, like what I have no idea what happened. So do you know about the Jody stuff and the documents or anything? What did we learn? All I saw was that photo on Cryptex put up of Richard Allen.
Yeah, so yesterday there was a bunch of additional documents released, and I think they were more primarily like with the Franks memo. So, because what they were waiting for was all the exhibits, the supplement exhibits to the Franks. So, that's what I gather. That's how I interpreted it. So one of the big bombshells for me was that Betsy Blair was shown the Hoosier Harvest Store camera footage, but couldn't make out the vehicles because they wanted to see if she could identify any of the vehicles that passed by to be the one that was parked at the CPS building. And the vehicle, she said, that looks most like the vehicle parked at the CPS building was, are you ready for this?
What?
You ready?
I'm ready.
David McCain's, which is really
What?
interesting
What kind of car
because
was it?
it didn't say. I wish it did, but it didn't say which one she picked. But I mean, David McCain's car was never entered into trial from what I could see
So
going through the transcripts.
how could they talk about this and then what is going on?
Yep. It's crazy to me because in if you go back, if you're a Redditor or someone that's followed this case for a very long time, or even like recently and you started digging, I guess, there's always been the knowledge out there that David McCain parked at the CPS building. So I think there's something there. That's just my opinion, my speculation based on that. So I was surprised at trial when he said he parked at Sherry's Lane, which Sherry's Lane is also was referred to as, um, the Mears Lot or Mears Entrance, also referred to as the Connector Trail, also referred to as, was that niches? Um, so and that's another thing. I really think personally that McClellan kept on utilizing different names to cause some confusion
Oh yeah,
there,
for sure. Yeah.
especially with using the word trailhead, right? Because that
Hmm.
that could be the mayor's lot, and that could also be around where the CPS building is, and it could also be right, passing the other bridge, the rail bridge. So I found that was the biggest like shocker to me, to tell you the truth. I mean, there was a lot of juicy stuff in there.
So you gonna
Um,
put your picture up for us, or you can't? Oh,
oh
can
yeah,
I
yeah,
do it?
yeah. I was doing that. See my ADD.
Oh, sorry. No, no.
Kicked it. No, no,
It
that's
just
me.
no.
That's me.
I think putting your face up will help get some views. But it's so weird because the last one I had like 35 people, and criminality was here, and cryptex, and all these big names, and I was literally talking to myself. Oh my god, that's
That's okay.
wild.
I did the same thing. Don't worry.
Hmm.
For an hour
How
and a
long?
half.
How long did it take you to get over the shame?
Oh, it wasn't. Not a lot of people were in there, and I was just so nervous during my first live that I wasn't paying attention to the chat. So there were a couple people that said I can't hear you, but they were continually chatting with each other. So I missed it. It
Oh,
wasn't like it was like everyone saying the same thing. There was other conversations going on. So and yeah, I mean, it wasn't couldn't retrieve the recording, because I was never on stage or
that's
didn't
what.
know how to, save it.
Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I did. I didn't have myself up, so it's not like I was muted. I just didn't even have myself up.
Yeah, yeah, same thing with me. Yeah, same
Wow,
thing happened.
that's wild. And the funny thing is I was talking with everybody. I was asking them how does my new mic, and I bragged because I just ordered a new mic today, and I spent hours hooking it up, and I was so proud of it, and I was bragging about it, and nobody could hear me. How ironic is that?
Yep.
Wow.
That's
So
it
here,
happens.
Dee Dee just said, "Oh, he lied about it." That's some hot gossip, Peggy. Nice. So did McCain lie about stuff?
I it's I don't know. I don't. I would like to say yes, but that's a big accusation in my opinion because like that's like gotta you gotta prove what
Or
intent and all that. But I think he definitely changed things and his story.
o- or at least it feels like they shielded him and protected him like they did with Gull did with
Hmm.
Elvis. Like why? I mean, Richard was there. He said he was there, and McCain said he was there. So why isn't McCain getting the same treatment? This For the last 4 or 5 years we've talked about this, knowing he was there, flannel shirt guy with the camera.
Right. Yeah. And I would love to see those pictures because he also
Yeah,
testified that, the FBI was interested in what was on that camera. If
right.
it, you know, that essentially he captured what they believed to be a vehicle in the background. So that was,
And that
yeah.
that wasn't in trial?
He did talk about that, I think it was like the FBI took the SIM card and investigators, so I'm thinking somebody with unified command, and asked him if he has any of the images. So there's
The
definitely a
the memory
disconnect there.
card.
Yeah,
Memory
yeah, the
card.
memory card. I think he called it a SIM card at trial, but
Oh,
yeah,
did he?
memory card.
Wow.
Right.
So I remember talking about the memory card. Like, yeah, let's picture that guy. I've seen the videos of him on that True Crime Jesus channel years ago. He's very eclectic, like the artsy type of kind of guy. And yeah, if he's got a camera, I guarantee it was one of those really nice ones, right? Hanging around his neck. And I guarantee you, with a memory card, especially, it's not like the old days where you have film. He probably was shooting off all day, taking videos and everything. He probably took thousands of photos.
Yeah, I mean, he did say that he brought the camera, and the reason why he used that camera is that he liked the focus. It had a really good focus. So, if we want to speculate and continue to speculate, one can argue, was he using the camera for, you know, the zoom function? Like
Ooh,
what
oh my
was,
God. Wow. Yeah, like
yeah.
a creeper, like creeping, like getting
Yeah.
young girls. Oh my God.
Well, he was taking, I guess, who was it? Shelby Hicks or Shelby Duncan? I always get them. I think it's Hicks was saying that some old man with a camera was taking pictures their way.
Wow.
right when they got on the bridge. So that's, and like, why would he take pictures of that? It's just weird.
Well, I mean, because men are creepy. Yeah,
That's
I've
true.
done something similar. I had a dash camera, and there was this beautiful woman. I walked in front of my car, and I went back and looked at the video, but that wasn't, she was an older woman. So, but yeah, guys are creepy.
That's true. It could be nothing more than that. Um,
You should always look in light switches, and I mean nowadays with those cameras, the hidden cameras,
mhm.
and remember how guys used to put stuff on their feet, they put mirrors, and or they'd go underneath stairs to I'm serious.
That's so
They would
weird.
put
Yeah.
they would take shots of up skirts and stuff like that. So yeah, you ladies, I mean, if you see a guy pointing a camera, yeah, he's probably taking it for more, and he's going to save it and look at you at home.
But you brought a really good point, Shibby, regarding the comparison from McCain and Richard Allen, right? Because McCain places himself on the bridge, just like Richard Allen did. McCain
Hmm.
was in, at the area at the same
Hmm.
time, within, or at least within the time frame that the investigators always believed, where, they were taken from the bridge. And it's just very different treatment, you know. It's
Hmm.
it's suspicious to me. It really is.
Right.
It's like he got special treatment.
He did definitely, because even now that we look back at it, with it being Ron Logan's property and all the things McCain and his brother wanted with the trails and the heritage, these aren't accusations, but they're um, links. They're definitely links to the crime, because if they wanted the Trail Society to get Ron Logan's property, or the bridge to get money like it did,
Hmm.
to refurbish it and make it look nice, and he's more related than Richard Allen for sure. Just like
Yeah, definitely.
Brad Holder allegedly, he's got more. I mean, okay, so Richard Allen said he was there on the bridge, but other than that, look at Brad Holder. He could easily be BG. He fits he lied about knowing Abby, right? He said he knew her, and then the next time he said he didn't. He's got more links to Abby being his son's girlfriend.
Right.
So
I mean, like, I always think, like, who has the most to gain? That's like definitely motive, right? Um,
McCain, because
right.
if they'd got if this didn't get so blown up as it did, they probably would have been able to acquire Ron Logan's property easier.
Exact. Yep. That's a good
I
point.
guess. Did it go to his sons or family, Ron Logan's?
His son owns the property now. Hmm.
Right. But they probably would, if this didn't get so blown up, they could have made a couple bids on it, and the guy would have most likely sold it to them.
Right. Yep.
But now McCain was so all up in this, he probably didn't want to make it look weird by acquiring it. I'm just guessing. I'm just assuming my opinion. But
So
wow.
the bridge is owned by the city of Delphi. Um, but
Right.
the trail, so what was the easement for, where the railroad tracks
Hmm.
were, that is owned by the Heritage Society. So he owns a portion of the, or not he, but the Heritage, Hoosier
Hmm. Yeah.
Heritage, or whatever you
Yep.
want to call it,
Yep.
right, you know, from the bridge on. So they did buy that. So
So
they wanted to continue it.
it must be more than where the train actually would have run. Like it also sounded like it was the trail system too, not just the train track system. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
Like
But I
how
was
you go
just speaking
off.
more of, like, the Brad Weber side. They
Oh
bought
yeah, yeah.
that easement. So it would be bigger than the tracks. Um, I
Now,
did see the deed for that.
did you ever watch? There was a video. I watched the video. I think it was at Jeff Lebowski channel, where the person walked. the same way the girls did to cross to Weber's side, but he kept walking and he followed it all the way down and it turned to the right and he had to kind of step over some, but it was still, the tracks were gone, but the gravel and rocks were still all there, and he walked at 10 or 15 minutes right into the town.
Mm-hmm. I'm
So
wondering if that is probably like if you want to, because I was thinking about going around February. I really don't want to, but I feel like I have to in my mind at least. But just to follow that trail. Do you know what I mean?
yeah.
Instead of going down the private drive, follow the where the tracks were, because I think
Hmm.
you would be okay doing that. I guess the Hoosier Heritage could claim trespassing, but like I think they would
Right.
be less likely than the Webbers or
Well,
all
yeah,
those other people.
that can't be Weber's property where that train tracks part were.
No, it's not. That's why I'm saying. Like instead of going on the private drive, try to
Yeah,
just like what you're saying, because it goes all the way
right.
into town.
Well, now you'd have to climb over the railing. Now, that's another thing I wanted to say was they took, what was it, $1.4 million to refurbish and fix up the bridge. And honestly, I think they spent maybe 40 or 50 grand at Home Depot. When I see they just put a railing on it, they didn't fix the foundation or anything. They just paved a part of it, and like, how much could that really cost?
I'm not sure. I would assume more than that, but I see where you're
E-
going with that.
It wasn't 1.4 million, that's for sure, right?
I don't think so.
Because that's how much they received to fix up the bridge.
Right.
And even if they spent 100 grand, I'd be surprised.
Well, I mean, the bridge technically is public property, so they can't keep you off of public property, like legally. You have a right to be on public property. So, like, if you
Hmm.
climbed the rail, you know what I mean, and walk the
Right,
bridge,
right.
I think they can't prevent you from doing that. I don't
Well,
know.
then why are they allowed to put that up to block you?
Well, I don't, I question that
Hmm,
too.
good point.
Like, because you're
I
not supposed to block public access to
Right,
public property.
right. That's like kidnapping. No, I'm just. Oh, that's not even a good joke. I'm sorry. Um. So yeah, like I always thought it was that they put the railing there because that's where somebody else's property ended. But you're making a good point. If that whole train path part is still owned by the city, you could technically climb over that and walk right past Weber's house and not get in trouble.
Right. I mean, is it safe? I don't know. I'm
No,
just
no, no,
technically like, I'm not encouraging anyone to do that by
right,
all
right,
means. I don't want anyone to get hurt.
no.
But yeah, like from that perspective, yeah, I mean, it's
Well,
public property.
they've they've made it less safe by making you have to um, hurdle over a railing to do it.
So, yeah. So I just want to address Mustang. It is public property. The entire bridge. It was purchased by the city of Delphi. I've seen the
So
deed to it. So
Mustang says it's not, and you say it is.
yeah,
Hmm,
I can share the deed with anyone that wants to see it.
right. Well,
Um,
yeah. I think the Webbers, they probably, yeah, there's, even if like a government property or a train, if it cuts through your property, there's still like a road. You don't own it. Like my front lawn, half of it is owned by my city, yet I have to take care of it. I have to cut the lawn, I have to shovel, and you know,
hmm
it's not mine.
Yeah, it's very similar over here like that too. Like the sidewalks and yeah. But
So Mustang said ask a local, and TJ said you would be trespassing, but
I don't see how it can't be trespassing on public property. I
yeah,
I
is it
mean I actually think too, like what Gull did with Noe and Rick Snay. I question that. Like they couldn't even stand foot on the public property. They had to stay on the sidewalk, and I don't see how you can prevent somebody to go on public property. Now I could see
no,
like preventing them to go into the courtroom because like she
right?
has authority over the courtroom, but that's a whole
Right.
nother
Well, you
topic.
know, not even if there's anywhere where public are allowed to go. It's like the whole thing with the cameras and the media and stuff. Like even those First Amendment people, whether you like it or not, it's weird that these government get all they get all freaked out that you're holding a camera and you're standing in a public space while the government has four cameras pointing at you. And yet, if you pull out your phone and film, they get all up in arms. And as long as you're standing in a publicly accessible spot, you know, you can't trespass someone's eyes. If I'm allowed to be here, I'm allowed to film. It's just like
Mm-hmm.
walking down the sidewalk. If I'm allowed to be there, I'm allowed to film. There's cameras everywhere.
Right. Yeah, I love watching those too.
Yeah, they're funny.
The constitutional people.
Right.
Yes.
And I mean, they have a point because people, if you're standing somewhere, especially when they go to those government places where I think they're just used to having their way and not having people come and test them. But, you know, like we should go to our government buildings. We should say, hey, how's everything? Do you have any, can I see the books? How's your accounting? What's new? How are you? Say hi. But as soon as you do that, they got cameras. You walk in, there's 10 cameras pointing at you. But if you pull out your phone to film them, they start calling the cops.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's
Yeah.
wild. So, where were we going with this?
Oh, I think yeah, how do we get so we were talking about McCain,
Okay.
right? So yeah, that was one thing. Another thing was that part of Kathy Allen's interview, and not the interview when she was at the station. From what I gathered, it was the interview at her. I think she worked for a vet, right? Um, they interviewed her at her job.
hmm Oh, you're not coming through here if you're talking. Peggy, your audio went out. So I'll say hi until Peggy comes back. If you want to leave, I'll get you to come back, but I don't hear you. So Kelly Louise Brown came here from watching Amy and Prof. Welcome, Kelly. Ooh, I see our names. How did I get that? Oh, so if I have a comment up, our names go away. But if I take oh, shit. So I'll do that. Okay. Peggy, do I need to do anything? Do you want me to kick you or because I don't hear you at all, Peggy? Oop. And Nicole is here. Thank you, Nicole. Um, Skip Jansen. What? What? Are you guys welcoming these people? Nicole, I hope you guys are welcoming all these great people. Oh my God, I should read chat more. I'm sorry, guys. McCain didn't take photos of SH and DP. She lied about that. Oh my God. Jody lied. She also, here's Peggy.
I don't know what happened. Can
You're
you hear
here.
me?
You're here. Yeah. Did you see Skip Jansen's here? And
Hey, Skip.
he said McCain didn't take photos of SH and DP. She lied about that. She also said that he had a disposable camera. She also lied about DP coming to the trails with her. They've lied about everything. Oh my.
Mm-hmm. That's
What?
crazy. I did
What?
see some mention of a disposable camera. So that was who they were saying
What?
McCain. It was McCain that had the disposable camera?
Yeah, I
Or
guess. Well, those have limited, right? Like you get 12 or 24 shots of film, I'm sure.
yeah, and I
But
haven't
there's
seen one of those forever.
the last time
Yeah,
I
I
know
remember.
I was
Yeah.
joking about this. The last time I saw one was my buddy got about I think it was like 10 or 15 even 20 years ago. He got married and when we went to his wedding, he put they put a couple of them on each table and they encouraged people just to take photos and then they collected them at the end of the night. So we took one of the cameras and we were like drunk as heck and we went to some like the washroom and all these other places and we were like taking moon we were mooning ourselves and pressing up against the glass and taking photos. So weeks later, when they got back from their honeymoon, they got those cameras developed, and they saw all these weird photos. But anyways,
Yeah, that's interesting. So,
mm,
because there was mention of a disposable camera. Can't remember who said that though. I think it was in one of the depositions, if I'm not mistaken. Huh.
wait a second, wait
Interesting.
a second. Um, Mustang, I hope you're joking. Mustang, you got to use more emojis or LOLs because that would be funny, but it has to be really Skip Jansen. Because Charles, I could tell Charles he didn't type this right here because Charles would be he'd be full of lack of I don't know, it wouldn't be written so well. Sorry, forget that.
No, that's okay.
Yes, now TJ said about the definitely had how big was this memory card? Like why don't we have tons of stuff from him? That's crazy.
Well, the memory card was on the I don't want to know if you want to call it, what is it? It was within the discovery. So they must have got that back somehow. Um or photos or something like that. There was something from this camera. I don't recall exactly. Um yeah.
Wow. So does Skip only have 40 followers? Skip Jansen. Now this is the same photo I saw him use on, I believe it was Farmer or Cryptex or both. So if this isn't Charles Mustang, I'm not going to start. I'm going to stop reading your comments, Mustang.
So what did
So
you
Jody
hear?
lied. Okay, go on. Sorry.
Oh, I'm sorry. Jody lied
No,
about
no, no,
what?
no, 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 no. I was gonna. I thought you didn't have enough to say, so I was gonna just kind of make it small talk. But you sounded like you
Oh,
had something good.
yeah, I was saying, I don't know if you heard, I was talking about one of Kathy Allen's interviews.
Mm-hmm.
That was also included. And it's my understanding it was, it happened at when she was interviewed at her job. So I think this was more early on. Like this is pre-search warrant, I think. But anyway, she had told the investigators when they were, you know, asking her to describe Richard Allen's phone. And they kept on
Right.
asking her that. She had stated that one of his phones was ran over or run over by a lawnmower.
Oh wow. Oh
So, I mean, if they had every phone except that phone, that could be an explanation to that if she's telling the truth about
well,
it.
yeah. I mean, I would never hold anything against them because I wouldn't care if they said if they even if they did not know or because he came to them 2 days after gave he would have gave them the phone, he gave them the IMEI number and all that. So how can we hold this on the Allens? We can't. I refuse to do that.
Right. Um,
Like
go ahead.
like LE dropped the ball there. So if you're worried about the phone, 5 years later, him not having that one phone, then you've got problems. You should really go and talk to Dan Doolin and Jerry Holman and Doug Carter and say, why did you guys, okay, so you lost the tip. A man came to you, said he was on the bridge. You were looking for a man on the bridge. And they're saying that they didn't check his phone and his IMEI number and his location, and I just don't believe that. I just don't believe it.
Mhm. I suspect this is just my pure speculation that it has something to do with the geofence warrant because I was listening to um this guy I found on YouTube. I can't think of his name offhand, but I had posted some of his videos. But he's an attorney out of Michigan, and he was talking about geofence warrants.
Oh,
And
yeah, the guy I know who you're talking about.
yeah, he's really good.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
would get out of the screen right now, but I think I'll lose my connection again.
No, no.
But anyway, what he was saying, and this is like 2018, 2019, and I know like 2019 is when, the Supreme Court, not the Supreme Court, I'm sorry, the appeals court, ruled that geofence warrants are like open warrants and they shouldn't be allowed. Like there's a split in the circuit, basically. But anyway, they were going into details of as far as like, okay, when you ask for, information on phones, you have a bigger area, right? And then you're going to get information on the phones, but you're not going to get like who owns that phone just then. And then you're supposed to issue another warrant to then like further define the area that you're looking at, and
Hmm.
then, it can't be too broad. It has, can't be like you're asking for 100 phones, or information on 100 people or something like that. It needs to be like a very narrow location. And where I'm going with this is like, I wonder if there was something within that geofence warrant since the time that they asked for it to like 2019, where they now can't use it. Do you understand what I'm
Mm.
saying? Like
Yeah,
it
yeah.
would be invalid. So that like
Yeah, it's called fruit of the poisonous tree or something like that, where they
exactly.
screw up so they can't use the evidence.
Yeah, exactly. And I suspect it has something more to do with that, but that's just me and my
Mhm.
speculation.
Now I found that attorney. It's Mark Lopez, Indiana criminal defense attorney.
No, it's
Very
not him.
no?
It's
Oh,
no,
he's
no. This guy's in
oh,
Michigan.
oh fine, forget it.
No, 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 no. But he's good too. I like him
Oh,
too. I
oh,
had
the other guy, the lawyer you know?
no.
Mm.
It's
Anyways, sorry.
maybe I put it only on Twitter or X or whatever you want to call it.
Mm.
I thought I reposted one of his videos.
So
But
does
anyway, like
anybody
it was
know?
really interesting. He went into a lot. Like it was probably like an
Oh
hour.
my gosh. 1 second. Oh my God, Dana from Rotting Jewels is here too. Holy crap. I had criminality here. Now I got Dana from Rotting Jewels. And I had Cryptex and now you. Holy crap. Thanks guys. I'm honored. Go on, sorry.
No, no, no. That was pretty
Wow.
much kind of done with that
So
piece.
how can I should look for this article. Maybe I can read that article to us.
Yeah, yeah.
Um
That would be
I can look it up.
nice.
Well, so what was it? Like I guess I should just put in Delphi today, Delphi um release or discovery release.
Yeah, yeah. I think that would be a good. Well, yeah. Exhibits maybe
So yeah,
or
instead of putting it up, I can just read it to us at least. Instead of I'm trying to put it. I'll learn that all later. Um, so what is it? The Fox channel or something? Fox.
there was ABC 7 did a good one where they worded it a certain way where it was like pretty much giving some credence into the third party, like third party evidence. Maybe I think that's what
Well,
it
sure. Yeah. I mean,
was
it
within
is so
the.
weird. Remember how you said Jerry or somebody accidentally um mentioned stuff? What was that? And how that we
Oh
think it's going to open it up to the third party?
no, no. When are you talking about when I said that? Like just now or
No,
like?
last time I was on your show, we were talking, and Jerry on stand, he accidentally said something where it made it now it opened the door for the defense to be able to bring it up.
Yeah, yeah. So during trial, like I think it was Holman, or it was Mullen, one of the two, testify about the sticks and that it was an undoing,
Oh
and
yeah, yeah,
so
yeah,
they
that was it.
opened
Yeah,
opened the door for that because like the defense has every right to then you know counter that,
sure, sure.
right? Because like they're just giving a theory out there,
Well,
and
yeah,
like the fact that they couldn't really go into that, I think is I'm no attorney at all, but I'm
no,
just gathering information from attorneys.
right. Because Gull said
And
they can't bring it in, and then if somebody talks about it on the stand, especially a law enforcement officer, either Mullen or Holman's, it definitely should be able to be talked about. That's crazy.
exactly, yeah, and indicted, you're right, it's is it Steve
Mm, Lawyer.
Leto, Lehto, Lehto? That's who I was talking about. Thank you.
Steve Leto. Wow. Well, that's awesome. Jeez.
Yeah, so he, that was one. And then another thing that we talked about on my live was when we were going through the transcripts, and thank you so
Hmm.
much for doing that once again.
I had fun. I love doing it.
Yeah, it was a late night.
Mhm.
Yeah. Uh, you know, oh my God, I just lost my train of thought. Um,
Ab- about the
oh,
sticks and Steve
Kagan
Leto.
Klein too.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
how they believe that he was involved. And they just
Wow.
couldn't prove it. Like, that's to me like a third party nexus. Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like, you're like
Just
right
saying
before
that.
you're already arrested Richard Allen, and you're still, it wasn't like he was using that in a past tense, right?
No,
It was like
no,
present tense. He's talking about it, and it's wow, you know. You-
that is
eh,
wild.
just crazy to me. And that, like, that's the whole thing. Like, that was just, excuse, such BS, is that they always thought that there was more than one person involved, and then we get to the trial and it was like, no, we think it's one person. It's just like, are you
Yeah.
gaslighting everyone?
Well,
Seriously?
remember, everyone says it a million times. The gag order. Nick stood up there and said, "Yeah, we want a gag order as not to alert other people we think may be involved."
Hmm.
So it is wild. Like, why should they put anything on it? Like, if it's going to be so embarrassing to them, why doesn't Gull and the defense allowed to just put any defense they want? That's reasonable. And this was very reasonable.
Exactly. Like,
And the only
to me, if you think that there's nothing to it, right? Like, go ahead,
uh
let them make fools of themselves. You know what I mean? Like,
exactly,
if you have that mentality, like, that's only helping
exactly.
you. That's another thing that guy Steve Leto had, is there was a case in I forgot, I think it was Las Vegas, or I could be wrong, but essentially this guy, he broke into, well, he didn't break in, they accused him of breaking in and killing this, oops, sorry,
No, it's
Shibby,
okay. No, it's okay. I didn't even think I have
unaliving
anything set up like that.
somebody,
Why? Why? So what would
who
happen? What
was
would happen?
the
Wait, wait, wait,
husband. Uh-huh.
wait, wait, wait. What would happen if you say those words? Will I get in trouble?
I have no
Why?
idea, because, like, I listen to, I watch other videos, and they're saying it.
Mm-hmm.
These are people with like a million subs, and they're saying it.
Right.
So I have no
Now,
idea.
I heard somebody say that when you say that, there's supposed to be a light or something pop up to tell you to warn you, but I don't see anything. So say what you want.
I've never experienced that. I don't know if that's, yeah,
Yeah.
but so
Sorry.
I
Oh.
guess where I'm going with this is, like, this guy, what he was on trial, right? For unaliving his girlfriend's husband, and his defense to it was self-defense. And I know that's a little bit different, but the judge did not allow him to, counter the state's, theory of what had happened. And it was really interesting because they talked about motion of lemonades and all of that, which
Mm-hmm.
does, come into play with the Richard Allen, trial. And it the the I think it went to the state Supreme Court, and they kicked it back down and said no, like, this person had every right to put on their defense, and that does go into the, what we're talking about, right? Like,
Mm-hmm.
everyone should have a right to defend and put on, you can't argue and say, oh, it's going to confuse the jury, and then, like, then omit evidence like the bullet, or the unspent round, and say that, oh, like the jury, it goes to weight. They can make that decision. Like, you can't have it both ways, right? Like, it's not going to
Right.
confuse the jury. The jury is, part of the juror instructions are, hey, you can decide who's telling the truth, who is not. And, you look at the evidence, and if you think somebody's lying, then you can discredit the entire,
Right.
testimony. So I just think that she made a huge error with that.
Now, before I should be doing better here, welcoming and saying hi because Kelly Louise Brown, Zeke showed up. Zeke, we see him everywhere, right?
Hey
And
Z, keep telling.
who else? So Skip Jansen, we know about. Unindicted is yours, friend, your mod. And who else do we got? I saw another name here. Sorry. So Dana from Rotting Jewels. If you guys don't know her, oh, Dee Dee put it in chat. I'm sorry.
Oh,
I'll
the
read it
link.
to us. Yeah,
Awesome.
Fox. Want me to read it? I'm reading it right now. Okay. It
Okay.
says Fox 59. Odinism evidence filed in Delphi murders case as Richard Allen appeals conviction. Indianapolis. Am I allowed to do this, right? Like this isn't like a copyright thing or
I think you're fine. I think you're
yeah,
fine.
I think
Yeah.
it's news especially. I could even show this, but I'll just read it and I won't even bother trying now to fart around with it on my screen. So, a new batch of evidence that has never been seen outside of a courtroom was filed Monday as part of Richard Allen's efforts to reverse his conviction in the murders of Abby Williams and Libby German. The two best friends were slain near a hiking trail in Delphi in 2017, and their killer remained a mystery until Allen was arrested in 2022 and convicted 1 year ago this week. The newly filed evidence came at the request of Allen's appellate team, which indicated it needed the evidence pursue the appeal to pursue the appeal. It was a massive blow to Allen's defense strategy when Judge Fran Gull ruled out that his attorneys could not introduce any evidence during the jury trial that pointed towards another suspect in the killing. His defense team had planned to try and convince a jury that several practitioners of a religion known as Odinism had killed the girls in a ritualistic sacrifice. Judge Gull ruled there was not enough nexus or connection between the supposed third party suspects. Now, at any point, do you want to jump in it or do you want me just to read it and then we go over it again?
It's your show. However you want to handle it.
Um,
It's good.
okay, it's actually, if you hear anything you want me to stop, just jump in.
Okay. Sounds good.
All right. Now, the 1,200 pages of material released Monday are from the Franks hearing held in September 2023, and they contain loads of evidence related to the Odinism theory, along with several depositions of key investigators. Now, I'll jump in here myself. Those 1,200 pages, I remember when they had to give the evidence back at the contempt hearing. Remember how they took them off and they gave it back, and then Labrado and Scremin had
Yeah.
the discovery. And when they had to get it back, the defense also requested the stuff from the safekeeping hearing, which was in, I believe, February of 2023, because there was tons. That's where these 1,200 pages probably came from, and it was before um, Nick got their greasy hands back on it to hand. So they wanted to, I remember them talking about this, saying that if Nick, because when they got the evidence back after the contempt hearing, they were worried that stuff might be missing from it, you know? So they
Mm-hmm.
wanted to get this original stuff from the safekeeping hearing, and that's where all this stuff came from. So just wanted to throw that in. That
That's a
makes
good
sense to you?
point. Yeah. Yeah.
I
Absolutely.
remember that being a big deal that they were worried about Nick giving the evidence. They had to give the evidence back. They were worried about Nick messing with stuff. So what they did was is they got Nick's evidence back after the contempt, and they got this to compare with to see if he messed with stuff. And I'm not. They probably caught him in something too. I bet.
Well,
But
and another thing too is like before they were let back on the case, Judge Goals asked, what is it? What's his name? Scremin and
Scremin,
Labrado.
Labrado.
Yeah.
Yep.
Do you want to keep the Franks and we'll, schedule a hearing? But then the defense
Yeah.
was brought
She
back
allowed it.
and she
Yeah.
didn't even give him a hearing. So
Yeah.
like
She was.
that's total bias. Like that's I think
Definitely.
would be a good,
I remember them saying that.
an
Yeah.
error. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
the bias. Yep.
Yeah, so yeah, you can reschedule it, and then once she found out it wasn't going to be Scremin and Labrado, she changed her mind.
Mm-hmm.
That's ridiculous. What? Hmm. Anyways, so many of the exhibits are posts made by a man named Brad Holder, who is a confirmed Odinist and was looked into by investigators. Holder's son was a friend of Abby Williams. Some of the exhibits include a photo of a large branch covering two people, which is similar to the layout of the crime scene. Also included is a painting. Ooh, oh my gosh, the painting. Also included is a painting Holder did that resembles the way one of the girls' bodies was posed and several posts of symbols made with sticks. Now, one second. I just got to quickly mute for a sec to take a drink, okay?
Yeah, yeah.
Now, do you guys, every time I see this about the painting, do you guys think it's nuts to talk about the numbers being added up to 33? Do you guys, or, because I can't stop thinking about that. You know about that, right?
Well, yeah. What is like? Are you
Well,
talking about the? Go ahead.
basically, it's easier for me now because I'm talking, because I usually have to type this in chat. And a lot of people, I think it takes a lot to read. So if you think about it, the girls went missing on February 13th, but their bodies were found on February 14th of 17. Now 17, 14, and 2 equals 33. Now, the following year, when Brad Holder released this painting, it was on the 13th. So he released it on February 13th of 18. And that also equals 33. If you add
Oh.
18, 13, and 2, you get 33. Now, I would never have brought this up, but he's the one who posted on his social media. He posted a video of him talking about doing this, and he wrote it down and showed the equation of how he adds the day, the month, and the year, the last two digits of the year, to get numbers that are meaningful to him. So the bodies were found on the 14th. So 2, 14, 17, that equals 33. And his painting was released on 2, 18, sorry, 2, 13, 18, which also equals 33. Now, I dropped this in T's chat a couple times over the last year or two. And every time I do, T says, I add to it saying, well, what was Brad Holder posting on his social media on February 12th of 19, because that would also equal 33. So that's just a thought.
Wasn't he part of like? Wasn't his lodge number 33 too? Something with
Well, yeah, the
like.
whole Freemason thing's 33. And a whole nother thing, that's a good thing with this picture that's in the thing. I know people don't like to talk about it, but the sticks on on Libby, they're shaped exactly like the Freemason logo, the square
The
and
V? Yeah.
yeah,
The
it's a compass and square. It's the math compass. That compass is
uh-huh.
a triangle, and the square is another thing, and it looks exactly like the Freemason logo on Libby. If you turn it, especially.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
So
And like they were like I saw the one picture of him where they were wearing that like the symbol like around their crotch area. Like did you ever see that? Well, it was like him and
right,
his son
yeah,
or
yeah,
something. That was
yeah. Because
weird.
he was getting they were at the lodge, and he made it. Yeah, it's like a little apron on the front of their
Right.
crotch area. Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Holder has way more linking him to this case than Richard Allen, and
Well,
especially
I
after
mean,
the
like, and those that like also, like, and I'm not picking anyone out here. I'm just saying in general, like when it comes to a nexus, okay. Well, Ron Logan, if you can't get a bigger nexus than that, I don't know. Like he had way bigger of a nexus than Richard Allen. I mean, look, the girls were found on his property. His
right,
phone is pinging near the bridge at
right.
right around that time within minutes of
Hmm.
the girl's abduction. So
And
that
he lied about his alibi thing, the whole fish.
exactly. So like even if we want to take the whole Odinist theory out of it, why was Ron Logan excluded? That's crazy to me. I mean, I
Well,
know
yeah,
he's no longer, alive, but still like it's and when you bring in the Reese confession too, like with the whole box
box cutter.
cutter,
Yeah, hmm,
it's
yeah,
crazy. I don't know why he was excluded.
yeah.
If
These all
anyone.
these people have 10 times more linking them to this crime than Richard Allen. So Anyways, okay. So how about we just finish this up and
Yeah, yeah.
now we're going to talk about the sticks. So anyways, I'm going to read this, but always think about the sticks. Just picture those guys showing up there that day, finding the two bodies, sticks all over them. Even if they think, okay, this isn't Odin, this is just like Jerry said at Crime. He said that not only were the sticks there to hide Libby, but the angle of the sticks on Libby was to block from Weber's driveway, which is even more absurd. So they get there are all these sticks all over these girls, and no matter what they think of it, the killer touched those sticks, and they moved those sticks and chose not to collect them. Everyone let that sink in.
Mm-hmm. It's like potential destroyed evidence.
Oh my
You know, if there
God.
was any on there, we'll never
Right.
know.
Like, what would be the reason of not collecting them? There's none.
Yeah, I mean, they did collect them, but it wasn't right away. I think there
No,
was like
no. Well,
days
5 days
that
later.
lapsed. Yeah, that's crazy
Yeah. Did it
to me.
rain or
Could have had
was
fiber
there
on it. It could have had
the fact
not.
that they didn't collect them immediately and bag them and try to get any DNA from them or any other evidence is to me very indicative of a cover up, not just incompetence. That's cover up for me because there's a zero reason. If you don't believe it's Odin, if you believe Odin's a joke, if you believe they weren't runes, whatever you thought about those sticks, if they were an undoing, like, especially if they were an undoing, it's part of the crime.
Hmm.
Whatever
Right,
reason,
because they're
they
like
were on the
speaking
girls.
to what was in that person's mind at the time, and how you should be able to counter that. Like, you
Well,
know what I mean?
the,
Like,
in
I
his
just.
mind, go on.
I'm just saying, like, whether you think it was ritualistic
Hmm.
or affiliated with, Odinism or whatever, they're putting on a theory that the Richard Allen did an undoing, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you have every right to say no, it wasn't an undoing. This is actually, runes or whatever,
Hmm.
and put counter that, like, Richard Allen doesn't have any. And I'm getting a lot of this. If anyone watched the Defense Diaries, Bob
Hmm.
Mata and Allison did a really good job explaining this, but like they're absolutely right there, like you know what I'm
Whatever
saying,
it is,
like
yes.
yeah, yeah, I mean.
There's three plausible reasons. One of them is ridiculous, but the one is that the sticks were there to hide. Oh, sorry, there's four. One is that the sticks were there to cover the girls. Two was that it was an undoing to cover up so he didn't have to look at the injuries. And three would be um, the staging, which would be the misdirection, which would be trying to set up Odinists that have nothing to do with Odin, or the other one is posing, which would be actual fantasy, like the person really believed it was some part of Odinism. So those are four reasons. Three of them plausible. The one about hiding the girls isn't. And for whatever reason, the person touched them and they
Mhm.
didn't collect them. So that right there says to me cover up.
And one of them looks clearly cut. Like, there's no
Mm,
doubt in my
yeah,
mind. Like, that is not somebody breaking a stick. Like, that stick is cut. Now you
for
can say
sure.
maybe, Ron Logan, was cutting. I don't
Mm,
know his, the limbs on the tree. Like, yeah, you could say that, but I'm just saying it was cut and it looked fresh to me. Didn't look like some, a limb or branch or whatever that was,
right.
cut a week ago. Like, that was
No, no,
actually
you can
cut.
tell. That's
Mm-hmm.
another thing. Like if it happened the day before, there would be sod. Like when I cut branches off my tree, um, I use a power saw, but I also use a hand saw. And when you're cutting wood, all you need is a little hand saw. Wood cuts very easily, but there's going to be lots of that sawdust wherever you cut branches. So they should be able to tell. But again, why don't we know about this? If there's no sawdust everywhere, those branches were cut somewhere else or
Mm-hmm.
weeks before. But if they
Right.
were cut that day, there would be sawdust.
Exactly. And that would be something that we would know if they collected the sticks right away, right? Like, there would
Well, they
be,
wouldn't know. They wouldn't have to
wouldn't they?
collect the sticks. Well, they would just have to take photos of the area if you don't see sawdust. Because, I mean, when you cut a branch, there's white powder It's like white powder. You
Right,
know what I'm
right.
saying?
But I think we're saying the same thing. Like on top of
Right.
that, I think they
Right.
could tell if the sticks were recently
Right.
cut, if they would have
Mm.
collected
It's
that.
like
And like the leaves too. Like wasn't there people that came like, a week later and there was still like evidence markers and
mm,
all that stuff
yeah.
and bloody leaves and stuff like what
Yep.
like I mean at the very least like remove that stuff. That's horrible just to leave it from a moral perspective, if you ask me. But it's
Right.
like completely negligent to not collect those sticks,
Everything screams cover up. So now wait, maybe I should quickly look through chat. Um, when it's an Nicole says when it's an undoing because the offender is close with the victim. TJ says Ron Logan and Brad Holder could have reason to do an undoing. Anything else good, or should I just read? Maybe I'll finish this. Okay, so there's a bit more here. It says Alan's lawyers claim sticks at the crime scene were deliberately placed on the girls' bodies to make Odinist symbols. Remember, this is in quotes. Remember, they thought it was two people and they released sketches of two people and they asked the entire nation to identify those two people, neither of whom was the eventual defendant. Defense attorney John Tompkins said. Tompkins has followed the case closely and recently told Fox 59 CBS 4 that he believes challenging Judge Gull's decision to not allow any of that evidence will be the strongest argument for Allen's appeal. The jury needs to understand this was not a single perpetrator theory, and this guy was not the first guy that you wanted to arrest, Tompkins said. You can find the evidence and depositions here. Hmm, that's it.
interesting. Very interesting. I think they did
Wow.
a good job finally, like
Mm-hmm.
of at least like, covering the defense perspective of it, It's like where were the journalists this whole time? If you ask me, it's crazy.
Like, just imagine what all those lost interviews of Holder and Westfall and who was all lost? Bunch of guys. Imagine what they said during those interviews and the fact that it wouldn't have lined up because Holder said he never met Abby. And then in his interview, his next one or whatever, he said that, oh, he did meet Abby.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
I mean, if we look, and not only did those interviews, like it was two times the interviews were like deleted. You know, if we look at
so,
everything that was like lost or destroyed, it just it does speak cover up to me. It really does.
right.
Now, whether there's anything like, I don't know to what extent that is. Like, are you covering up the bad investigation or are you involved? Like both of them are possible to me, but like if you are especially from a prosecution perspective, if you're supposed to get to the truth, right? Like, why are you covering stuff up? why
Yeah.
are you why are you dismissing things?
Well,
It's
the
just
one line in the article says Judge Gull ruled there was not enough nexus or connection between the supposed third party suspects and the crime. Yeah, well, imagine how much nexus there would be in all those interviews. You just know Elvis was spilling his guts, or Holder probably said something dumb, conflicting, and
mm-hmm.
Westfall may have said something, and the fact that they had those two subpoenas signed, ready to go to get Holder and Westfall's phones, I think, and they never went ahead with it, but they had them all signed and ready to go to get their phones. Did you hear
It's
that?
just, yeah. I mean, it's just like what did they do all those years? I really would like to know because
Yeah.
it's just crazy. Like people were hunting and I understand that they were busy, but when you have witnesses that, like we want to even look at Richard Allen, right? Like what happened with that? Like you didn't, you're supposed to go back from the beginning, you know? Like how many times
Hmm.
did we hear that? We're going back to the beginning. Well, if you went back to the beginning, you would have come
Yeah.
across that tip, you
Yeah. It was
know?
only number 70, 70 something.
Right. And like he was a witness. He says that he's seen a group of three girls. There was a group of girls there as well. Um, like and Bree Wilbur and the Voorhees and all the girls were that were there. That those interviews are lost too, right? Like, I just
So
it's
how
crazy.
can, because all this would obviously be more than likely be lots of exculpatory evidence they lost. How can they then convict a guy, get a conviction with all this exculpatory evidence? Like, I think we should just sit down one day. I'm going to write it. That's what my show is going to be. My next show, or one of them's going to be, I'm going to just put down all the big faux pas, and we're just going to talk about one at a time. And just to think that they put this guy away for 130 years with all the mistakes they've made in this investigation is unbelievable.
I
When they
mean,
all seem to be
like yeah, it's just like
exculpatory
this,
mistakes.
like what the statistics. Like, I want to get a statistician, right?
Mm.
And
Yeah,
like, what is the likelihood that this failed, this happened, like, what is the statistics on this? Because, like, to me, it's like almost like winning the lotto, if you ask me. I
yeah.
mean,
That's what Amy G is doing that on her next show, or one of them. She's comparing Richard Allen to that Russell P. Williams guy who Canada, who was like murdered a couple women, and they're like, all these people have. What are the odds that a person with no history, all that stuff, all the MO, and everyone like Jeffrey Dahmer hurt animals, they always have something in their past. Even if it's not a criminal record, there's always some trouble at school, or trouble, killing animals. And but what are the odds that Richard Allen, who has none of the MO as for the person who really did this, what are the odds? So Amy's doing
uh-huh,
that.
that's good.
Hmm.
This is
So
funny. I wouldn't
what
trust them to investigate a missing penny.
why was that?
That is so true. I only could see handles. So Nicole, I think.
Oh,
Nicole,
okay.
yeah, she said that. That was funny. It's true.
Oh, yeah, I got it. Yeah. So oh, you know what I like also is when I don't highlight the like, why does our names go away? Because I want to have comments highlighted, but our names disappear.
Hmm.
You see that? So when I hide the comment, oh, also that's another thing I just found out. I'm not sure if anybody can do this, but you see how my name says Shibby, and then it has my at Sweet Dude Shibby. There was a new setting. I don't know if it's new, but in StreamYard, I checked it off. So say um, TJ came in to chat. Now, how YouTube shows her other name, she could then write TJ underneath it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's
Or
cool.
vice
Uh-huh.
versa. Like, she could write her real handle underneath it.
Okay.
Because I chose to actually, yeah, I chose to write Shibby, but I added at Sweet Dude Shibby underneath it. So when
Uh-huh.
people get invited on, you probably had the chance to do it too,
Yeah, I was
to
just
write.
lazy.
No, no, no. But I mean, it's good for when people, how YouTube's doing this.
Right.
Like, your name is obvious, Peggy O. But for some people, we don't know, whatever reason YouTube is doing that. Because I talked to somebody yesterday in the chat, and at the end of it, I looked, and it was the letter K, K. The person was
Mm-hmm.
K, but their name was users 9XQC31, and I had no idea who it was. But then afterwards, I clicked on their name and went to their channel and saw that it was K, and I know her
Oh,
well.
you know what? That too is a setting in your YouTube studio where you can go
Wow.
in and instead of displaying the handles, you can, but display the
Ooh, ooh,
user's
ooh,
name.
ooh, ooh. I just got an alert from YouTube. It says Robert's iPhone, which is, my name's Robert. Shit, I doxed my name.
Oh, you
It
already
said,
did that. Good.
it said, I got a notification from Google or YouTube. It said, people are loving your videos. 100 something people have streamed it in the
Oh
last
my
whatever. So,
gosh, that's
yay.
awesome. That's
So,
awesome.
I think should I delete that last live? Because I mean, I literally talked that whole time.
I this that's That's up to you. I mean, I
But
don't
is
think anyone would
sh-
judge you for that.
no, they don't even know, except
Yeah.
now that I've told everybody.
Yeah, if you're gonna do it now.
And I went and commented under it too because I wasn't sure. I was trying to get people. I was discording everybody, saying, "Hey, did you not hear my voice?" Like, and there was a whole 5 minutes where I was panicking because nobody had replied to me. Then Dee Dee, ooh, want me to read that? Dee Dee was the best one. She wrote, "Epic fail, epic fail." And then I wrote Dino, and Dino's like, "No, I didn't hear nothing." And then Hebby's like, "What? You were talking to us?" And I was like, "Oh my God."
Did you
Any,
delete my comment?
no, I would never.
Okay, because
When?
I put as a joke a link to the Pink Floyd song.
Oh,
Is
no,
there
you
any-
probably can't put a link in my comments, can
It
you?
let me. It was there,
Well,
unless it. Yeah.
no, no, you have to. Well, the trick to that is when you see it on, you do it on your phone, it shows it to you. But if
Oh.
you're not watching, if you don't double check on another device, like a computer,
Mhm.
you don't know if
Mhm.
it's blocked. That's why
Oh.
like
Okay.
when I comment in chat, I use my iPhone, right? But I also every comment I make, especially the sketchy ones, I make sure that they're brought up on. I look in chat on my computer, and a lot of the times I don't see it, meaning the YouTube algorithm blocked it. So, but it on your computer on your phone, it still shows up. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
if you don't confirm on another device that you're being censored by the YouTube algorithm, then you need to reword it. So whenever I write a comment, I usually copy and paste it if I think it's going to get blocked. And then when I don't see it show up, I repaste it into the comments and then I try to I reword it so as to not get censored. Does that make
Okay.
sense?
Yeah.
You know, so what you need to do is like I type on my iPhone, but I'm watching on StreamYard and my alt account that nobody knows about in case they have me blocked. And I always confirm my comments show up because if they don't, then I rewrite them.
Oh.
So, yeah, so Amy G's here. Hi, Amy G. You
Hey,
want to come up, Amy
Amy.
G? Wow, she would help me fill some
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. I probably
She
should
can talk. Yeah.
drop.
Anything else you want to
And
say?
no, no, it was nice talking to you
Um,
and looking at the
th-
chat.
thank
Your
you.
chat's awesome.
Yeah, it has been.
Um, so it's been great, and I hope everyone has a wonderful night. And
Mhm.
congratulations, Shibby.
Well, thank you very much. And you saved me there, and now I'm kind of excited and back into this.
I didn't
Whereas I was
see.
almost I was ready to give up, and you came on
No,
and
you would
saved
have
it.
been
So
fine. You would
no,
have been fine.
I was on the edge. I was ready to dive headfirst off the edge, and you saved me. So I owe you.
No, you don't.
Thank you.
Just no problem.
Oh,
We'll have a nice night. Take
okay. Good night.
care. Okay, good
Bye.
night. Bye.
Wow. So that was interesting. So does anybody else want to come up, or um, I can go through chat? Uh, TJ, thank you. It was a really good convo. Dee Dee, but I'm still here listening. Unindicted. Dream well, Peggy O. Um, anybody want to come up, or Kelly Louise Brown? You guys have anything you want to talk about? Because again, on my own, I will in the future plan stuff. I will have notes and things to talk about, and I'll be prepared. But I was kind of like, I screwed up that first live stream so bad. I thought, I've got to come on and redeem myself. And thankfully for Peggy and you guys, you helped me redeem myself, I guess, because I probably would have. I usually do that when I screw something up with somebody, I try to make it better, and I usually make it worse. So thank God Peggy came on, and uh, cool people like ACV showed up, and hopefully I don't know if he's still listening or we scared him off, but ACV is a great guest. He's always got awesome comments. Mustang's been commenting a lot. Thank you. And Dana from Rotting Jewels is a superstar, and she showed up. And everyone except Hebby and Dino pretty much have been here to support me. So Skip Jansen was here, and that was the real Skip, I'm pretty sure. So Mustang, if you're not sure, maybe you shouldn't say, I really like you and you're my first comment and you were awesome. But also if you guys like I noticed that too. When you think somebody else might be somebody else, you can never tell. So unless you're positive, you shouldn't say it just yet because I think it was the real Skip. And what if you scared him off? Like so. Well, Dana is saying that all first live streams are ghetto. Dana, this is my second live stream. My first one was tonight, and I don't know. I'm not sure if you know. I talked for 35 minutes, and I didn't have myself up on the stage. I literally talked into my brand new microphone for 35 minutes, and every few minutes I was playing sound effects, and everybody in chat didn't know I was talking. So that is super ghetto. So now, do you guys want to talk about anything else or um, that article I just read or any of the stuff that was released or your day, your plans for the rest of the night, your dreams, your hopes, your desires, your wishes? Awkward silence. Okay, last chance. Anybody want to come up or does Shibby end this and suffering for you guys now? Dun dun dun. Come on down. You're the next contestant. And it's so wild because my first live stream, I literally spent 5 to 10 minutes talking about this new microphone I bought from Amazon today. It was only $59. It's got a boom on it. It's got a pop filter and all this cool stuff and lights. And I think it sounds actually pretty good. But I didn't put myself up on the stage thingy, so yeah. So if I'm to do that, oh, Carol, you're telling me not to go? Well, what else can I do? I kind of wasn't really prepared. And so that's my promise to you guys. The next time you see a live stream from me, I will be prepared. I will learn how to stream um, like documents or whatever we're reading, my screen. I might even get a camera to show my pretty face because that face you see there, that's like, might even be last October. I took that photo in my bathroom and there's no AI filters. That's the real deal right there. Maybe a little just for men and because I'm a lot more gray, but uh, yeah, that's me. No filters or nothing. It took me like 2,000 photos to get something I could at least not uh, cry about. So, and since that photo, I've lost at least 10 or 20 pounds. So you're going to see more defined, rugged jaw and maybe less hair too. But yeah, hit the like, guys, subscribe and share. Okay, so Carol, Shibby, don't go. Here, let me put this up. Carol says Shibby. Oh, I did that I gotta do that in StreamYard. Sorry. Wait. Carol. Oh, there it is. Shibby, don't go. Okay, I'll stay for you, Carol. Now, give me some suggestions of what to talk about. Because I'm thinking. Oh, I'd order a bet. Ooh, Dana. Oh my God. You naughty girl. I'd order a Shibby bedtime reading. Calming voice. You think I have a calming voice? Wow, thank you. Dino and Hebby both made fun of me, said I have such a high voice and it's not what they pictured. Now, Hebby When you read this, when you hear this on the replay, Heather Brown, you are coming on, and you have to come on. I insist. You don't have to show your camera face like I'm not. I don't even have a camera hooked up, so I can't even accidentally show my face. So I'll either need a green screen background or to clean up the big pile of clothes I have behind my chair. It might just be easier to buy a green screen, so I don't have to worry about my laundry. Today it's actually cheaper to just order. For me, I can order more shirts on Amazon, and they show up all fresh and new. I can throw them in the dryer or whatever. But ooh, I've never used AI. So a Mustang is saying, Shibby, ask Chat GPT if Gary Ridgway was a manager and show us what it says. Why? I'm doing a show here. Go type in Chat GPT. I don't even use that stuff, AI, for anything. And Amy G is actually really using it. Amy G and Prof, they take transcripts of the show and enter it into Chat GPT, and they come up with some great stuff. So AI, at first I thought AI was going to be a bust. Like, all I saw was ridiculous YouTube thumbnails and people putting fake photos of themselves up. I mean, you guys, please, if you're a fan of mine, men and women, I know you're pressured, and I know there's lots of pressure out there to be and aging, and Amy and had some cancer, but you guys don't need that AI stuff. Like, I joke with people when I show up to meet you, I'm probably gonna walk past you and be looking for a 22-year-old stripper, and I don't want to do that. I want the real you. Like, if you got a blemish, filter, whatever, that's fine, but you do not need AI. So please, just go in your bathroom or in your living room and just take a photo of you, and that's the real you. That's the one I want. Okay? So do me that favor. Stop with all this AI crap. Enhancements. Well, Dee Dee, enhancements. If I don't recognize you, what is that, an enhancement or an obfuscation? Like, literally, I've seen people put AI photos up. I'm like, they're like, oh, look at my AI. I'm like, who the hell is that? Doesn't even look like you. Is that from a photo from 1994? Like, come on, guys, let's get real here. You guys are beautiful as you are. You don't need that stuff. Just my opinion. You don't like it? Well, go fuck yourself. Ooh, so you guys have got some good conversation going on. Yeah, Dana says, yeah, I want to try that method, Amy G. It's an incredibly smart use of the AI. Ooh, I'd never thought of it before I heard y'all bring it up. Yeah, Amy put it into chat, and AI even said that Amy and I are great chemistry talking together and all that. So, I mean, AI is, it has its uses, but in the very beginning, all I saw was a bunch of ridiculous YouTube thumbnails. Now, when I see somebody, I won't say names, like that Greeno. Greeno was the worst. All those AI thumbnails, I mean, I won't click on a video if it's a ridiculous AI thumbnail. Like if it's a weather station showing a tidal wave going through the city, like, it's getting out of hand. So AI is good for stuff like that. But so Carol, Shibby, make sure when you show us your mug, you're looking hot and sexy. Well, Carol, I will definitely do that. Now, what I do is I just take my photos, and my bathroom seems to have the best lighting. I just take photos after like hundreds of them. And then I even take video, and I pause and take screenshots. And it takes me hours to just get one or two that are acceptable, you know? But that's what you guys should do. Just take a photo, pick the best one, and put it up. Because if I show up to meet you, I want you looking like the photo you sent me. I don't want to walk past you. So, oh my God, is there lots of views from it? TJ? TJ said if I delete my other video, I'll lose all the views from it. Is there that many views? Oh shit. I hope not. I'll have to look. Oh, I can look on my. I really hope not. It's embarrassing. Like after all those sound effects, I literally talked for 5 minutes and then I dropped a sound effect. So every time you hear a sound effect in that first live I did earlier tonight, that's me talking for 5 minutes and then putting in a sound effect at the end. So okay, I'm there now. Ooh, do you guys like that thumbnail? That's my that's my when COVID came, I ordered up some goggles and some N95 filters for my 3M mask. And just in case, the zombie apocalypse came, I was ready. So and I took a photo of myself when I was fixing something. Oh, I was doing some painting too. I put that mask on to paint stuff, and I thought it was funny. I popped my eyes open like that. Actually, that photo on that thumbnail. Ooh, I can change it for you now. That photo is of me. My first you. That's the first photo I had guts to put up on YouTube because I was so afraid of putting my real face because I was just I don't know. So that was my first one, and eventually I got brave enough to put my actual face. Here it is. Oh, here we go. You guys ready? I do like this photo. You know what? Where is it? There we go. Can you see that? How's that? That's me. Now I put this photo on my Facebook because after years of my, whatever depression, not talking, this was the first photo I posted on Facebook, and I put I usually don't like when people post sexy selfies of themselves, but I couldn't resist, and then I posted this photo, and like a lot of people were like commenting, my family and all that, so I thought it was funny. But yeah. Scuba, Shibby. What is it? Oh, scuba. That's a good one. Scuba. You know what scuba is an acronym for? Self-contained underwater breathing apparatus. Because I love using those acronyms, like Great Lakes. The 5 Great Lakes. If you ever need to remember the Great Lakes, remember Superman helps everyone, which is SHMIHO. So Superior, Michigan, Huron, Erie, and Ontario. Not only will it help you remember the 5 Great Lakes by saying Superman helps everyone, it's largest to smallest. So there's Superior is biggest, then Michigan, then Huron, then Erie, and on Lake Ontario, where I live on the shores of the North Shores, it's the smallest one. And I guess you guys all know Roy G. Biv, which is the 7 colors of white light, the spectrum: red, orange, yellow, green, blue, indigo, and violet. And I use another one. Here in Canada, we use the metric system. So it's King Henry doesn't mind drinking chocolate milk. That's kilometers, hectometers, decameters, doesn't meters, decimeters, centimeters, and millimeters. So that's King Henry doesn't mind drinking chocolate milk. And my favorite is my very elegant mother just served us nachos, which is the solar system, the 8 planets. So it's Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune. So my very elegant mother just served us nachos. Mercury, and it's from the sun out. So it's Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Uranus, Saturn, and Neptune. Yes, I love acronyms. Yeah, stories with Shibby. Bedtime stories. Let me tuck you guys in. Yeah, you guys in bed now? Or you're in the bath? Get in the bathtub. Put your legs up. Get the water jet. Get the water jets going. I'm just kidding. I should probably end this, right? Stories with Shibby. That's how we should end this. Ooh, we're the third planet from the sun. Yep. Well, it is wild. A lot of people think that the Earth was the center of the universe for our solar system, for a long time. And Carol, yeah, Uranus and my anus together. Dirty old grandpa. Yeah, I'm a 52-year-old man. So, like Dee Dee, I joked the other night. I won't say it, but actually, I won't say it. Yes, I'm a 52-year-old man. We say stupid shit. Okay, going once. So Dana, thank you so much for being here. Mustang, thank you very much for being here. TJ, thank you. Is it all girls in here? Oh my God. Carol, thanks for being here. Carol, go look under your bed. I'm waiting. Dee Dee, Kelly Louise Brown, Amy G. Are you still here, Amy? Does anybody want to call in, or am I ending this? So we could I'll put the link in one more time, and I'll say my good nights and thank yous and goodbyes. And if nobody comes on before that, then guess we'll go nighty nights. So here we go. I'm actually enjoying myself. I just have nothing to say. I promise I will prepare. I will gather documents. I will make videos. I will have stuff ready next time. And Nicole's here. Thank you, Nicole. She had to go take care of my baby. Oh, which one? The little fur babies, the furry babies. Well, thank you guys. And hopefully I redeemed myself. And I'm going to leave the other one up as a reminder of YouTube's most epic failure. Me, oh, I'll change my photo back too. Like I literally talked. Here, I'll put my real photo. You guys ready? There we go. Here's my real photo coming up. There I am. It's me, Nick Shibby. What was it again? Boss Shibby McClelland. That's me. Like I literally talked that whole half an hour. But nobody's on stage. Okay, guys. I guess that's a wrap. Dee Dee, do you want me to stay? I'll stay if you want. But I feel like I'm going to just end up with nobody here if I keep talking this way. You're right, Dee Dee. You're right. Dee Dee, I get a lot. Dee Dee helps me out a lot. But honestly, you guys should know Dee Dee's life would be in shambles without me. Because every night we talk for 5 or 6 hours every single night. And all I do is help her with her problems. And, you know, every now and then she gives me a suggestion, but most of the time it's me helping her. Right, Dee Dee? That's the truth. Nothing but the truth. And don't make me delete any more of your comments telling the truth, because I'm better than AI. Wow. So what should I do, guys? You want me to stay? Do you want me to read that article again, or do you want to do Delphi stuff? I'm having fun. I'm just uh, ready to dive headfirst off a ledge. So if you guys want to save me, give me an idea. Okay, Nicole. Okay, I'll stay for Nicole. And what do you want to do? What can I do? This is a good test. Like, what can I even do besides I can read more articles or documents? Do you guys want some Delphi stuff? Where can we find out more information about what was released? Because I'm looking at that article again, the one that Dee Dee posted, and where is it? So Jody lied about evidence, eh? Where was that part? Is that in here, Dee Dee? About all the McCain stuff, or was that something Peggy O talked about? So in this article has a PDF. What does that mean? So I can share that to the screen? PDF. Oh, okay, so I see it. I download it. Okay, okay. I download it. So then what do? How do I get that on my screen? I've downloaded it. It's in my downloads, and there's no other weird things beside it. So I will go get that. It's a PDF called Non-Confidential Supplemental XVO1 PDF. So how do I get that? Present or invite. Ooh, PDF. Google's my computer. Oh, jeepers. Okay, I'm going to take the plunge, guys. If I abruptly end, that means I showed something on my screen I didn't want to. We are currently supporting Google Slides. Okay, upload a file. Oh my gosh. Okay, I got it. Downloads. I see it. Here it is. Here it is. So what does it do? Processing. It says processing. Oh my God. So do I have to change something? Ooh. I mean, this is fun. I just wish I was more prepared. It's saying processing. So now, is that the article or more? It says you can find the evidence and depositions here. So there's more stuff. Still processing. So it says processing. So I'll read chat while it's processing. Oh, it's up now. It's up. So what do I do? Click add to stage. Oh, wow. Is that easy? Oh, okay. So what looks best to you guys? Tell me when. Oops. I guess you want to see me there, right? So this is the first one. Oops, not that one. No, no. Okay, so there's this. There's this. This is probably pretty good. There's this. And there's this without me. Is that all the options I have? Can't I make it bigger? How do I? So there's slide one. Okay, so what are we looking at here? I can't even read it myself because it's so small. Just 10 viewers. Maximize. I can barely read that myself, so I'll go full screen and kill the chat on my YouTube. Okay, I can kind of see it now on my YouTube. So, man, what do we do with this? Do I read it? What is it? You guys want to help me with this? What am I even looking at? The Honorable Francis Seagull presiding, the non-confidential supplement documentary exhibit volume. So volume 1 of 5, there's 250 pages. What? So what do we do? Do you want to skim through this? Can you guys on your computer look through and find me something to look at? And I'll leave it on the screen. Oh, I made it full screen on my StreamYard, but I can't see chat. So I'm trusting you guys to Nicole or whoever's running chat. I will. So I'm on StreamYard. So, wow. Affidavits, correspondence. Geez, what do you guys want to look at? Man, that's a lot of stuff. Dee Dee? Okay, so I'm going to collapse my chat behind my blind because I'm blind. Send me that Dee Dee. I can send this link. I can put it in because I have the story still up. Oh, I'll send it. Sorry guys. You know what? Here it is right here because I just downloaded it. So I'll copy the link and now I'm putting it in here. This is the link. It's in that story. Sorry guys. Thank you. Just bear with me. Here it is. This will take you to that document because it's in like the story. Dee Dee sent the link and I read the story, and at the very end it says you can find the evidence and depositions here, and I downloaded it, so I should have also included that link to you guys, so now you can look at it on your own devices. Sorry, I mean well, just know that. So I got chat up on my other screen now, so if you guys want to see a specific thing in this document or a page or anything, just zoom in on mine. So how do I zoom in? Oh boy. Bear with me. I don't see a zoom option, Dee Dee. I just see a full maximize, but nothing changes when I do it. So page 50, there's photos. So why don't I go to page 50 and see what's up? Am I allowed to show these? Am I doing anything wrong here? Oh boy. So page 50, there's photos. Wow, this is a lot of shit. Oh my God, guys. Why don't we go through it page by page? Would you like that? Start at the beginning. So page 3, it says, it's just showing what we can look at. On the original screen, what does that mean? On the original screen. Oh, so I'll minimize this and go back to StreamYard. Non-confidential. Edit name, remove from studio. Full screen layout is all I got. But all it does is remove my photo when I click on that. It doesn't make it any bigger. Huh. That's going to have to be big enough. And I have to do it on StreamYard because there's a lag. So what's this? I can't even read it. It's sideways. Barada. There's a price tag. What am I looking at here? Mail. Jesus. I gotta go look at my TV right close because I'm like 10 feet away in my recliner. So it says Barada. Certified mail. I can't read these. It's too small. So there's Todd Click's affidavit. What do you want to read some of that? Want me to read some of that to you? Jeez, it's small, but I can switch. See, when I click on it, it's actually, the document's there. So how do I make that bigger? When I click on it, it starts moving around. So how is there no page, no way to zoom this? Hmm. Layouts. Hmm. Is this because I'm using the free version that I can't zoom the document? Hmm. Now, if I shared my computer screen, I guess if I was looking at it, because all I did was download it and click on it. Are you from Jersey, Shibby? No, I'm from Toronto, Mississauga. I'm a Canadian. I was born and raised in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada, which is 15 minutes west of Toronto. It's a city called Mississauga. Missisauga. And it's because we have one poisonous snake in Canada. It's the Mississauga rattler. It's a rattlesnake, and it's in Mississauga, which is right on the north shore of Lake Ontario. It's called, and it's about 15 minutes west of downtown Toronto. And I've never even been to Jersey. Nope. I'm 100% Canadian. My parents are Canadian. My grandparents were both Canadian. My grandfather came from Malta in like 1920 or 30 or whatever, 40 maybe. My dad was born in 46, so my grandpa came here probably in 1915 or 1920, and my grandma came from England in that same time. So, 100% Canadian. So just go on my computer and read like you're reading it and want to zoom. Okay, I'm going to do that. But if I expose myself, so I remove this and I remove it from the studio because I downloaded it. So if I present, okay, this is getting dangerous. I'll open it first and make sure I'll open it in Google Chrome. Okay. Okay, so I have that. So if I share, it better just be this screen. I'm going to do it. Here we go. Against my better judgment. Share screen. Share screen. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Chrome tab, window, entire screen. No. I'm going to go Chrome tab. Share. Aha. So, do you see that? Ooh. So share. Sharing this in StreamYard. It says I'm sharing it, but I don't see it. Oh, share it on this tab. Sharing. It says I'm sharing, but I don't see it in YouTube. You think I sound like a guy from Jersey? No way. I mean, you guys, honestly, I know you joke with Canada stuff and all, but I mean, Canada, it's the exact same as USA. Our cars, I've grown up with Camaros and Mustangs, and everything's the same here, except we have French on half of our stuff, and we don't carry guns around with us. We can have guns, and maybe not some cool stuff like you guys, but we can get it all because I mean, walking. If you were up north and you're walking in bear country, you ain't walking around there without you're not. You got to be packing for sure. You know, we have it all. We just can't. We'd have to have a special reason to conceal carry. But then again, nobody else is doing that, so you don't feel the need to conceal carry because when I bump into a guy at the bar, he's not going to be carrying. So in a way, it's not bad. So it says I'm sharing my screen, so I don't know how do I get it to come? Oh, there we go. Shit. Okay, can you guys remind me that to add to stage? Because there, I added to stage. Okay, okay. So I can make it big. How do I get rid of that side thing so it's really big? Oh, oh my! Look at this. Holy shit! I'm getting good at this. Damn. Okay, so let's scroll through. You guys want to look at anything? Tell me when to stop. Do you want to just read through? And maybe we'll just do that for now. So who's there? Dee Dee? How about we just read through the exhibits and you guys pick which ones you think would be interesting and then I'll go find them. Or, you know, the correspondence, affidavits, summaries, photos. Photos would be neat to look at, wouldn't it? Now, I just had an alert on my screen. Did you see that come up? Because that would have been embarrassing. I just got an alert for something, a YouTube channel I watched that I don't want people to know I watch. So luckily that didn't show up. Damn. And it had nothing to do with yoga and stretching. Nothing at all. So page 5. No, the page is over on the right side. So page 18 has photos. Let's go check out some photos. Boom, 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 boom. So this would be that photo of Richard Allen's face all puffy. Am I scrolling too fast? Is there photos in these big white spaces, or if I wait, will something load, you think, or? Because it says there's photos on these pages, yet I'm not seeing anything. They don't show all the photos. So are these white spaces actually there? Like I'm not waiting for something to load, I hope. So I'll just keep scrolling through until we find something. Man, you guys are no help at all, aren't you? You guys are loving watching me choke up here, aren't you? The big bad Shibby. The one who's always talking shit. Just choking. Can't even talk to 10 people. He doesn't even know. A big baby. Ooh, it's 2:32. $95 subscribers. Holy shit. I'm going big time. Mom's going to be so proud. Joan is going to be so proud. Dee Dee. Dee Dee's exactly like my mom. Annoying as fuck. Says there's 13 people here. Wow. I I know it doesn't sound like, but I'm actually having fun, guys. So I'll just keep scrolling through, and I should try to read chat. Yeah, yes, Carol, the new photo, is that in here? You guys sure you want me to stay live? Is this not boring? Ooh, the male DNA stuff. Swab from oh my gosh, you guys want to read this? Want me to read it to you? No male DNA was detected on the swab of the left wrist. How do I make this full screen more? Actually, you know what? Forget it. A swab from inside of the right wrist. Serological testing indicated possible presence of blood. Additional serological testing for blood was not performed in order to preserve the sample for DNA analysis. The swab was retained as item 021A. The original packaging will be returned to the submitting agency. No male DNA was detected on the swab of the right wrist. From above the belly button. Blood was detected. The swab was retained as item 0222A. The original packaging will be returned. I won't read it all. It's got to be. So it's just saying the swabs were. So this isn't the material from the left pinky finger. Hair demonstrating characteristics consistent with human hair, but not having root. Material with the potential for nuclear DNA analysis was observed. The item will be returned to the submitting agency. So this is just a list of what they have. It's not the details. Mustang, I agree. You think I'm going to zip past and make someone jelly if I get more than 113 subs? Your, what do they call that? Your nemesis? Name not to be mentioned. Your evil nemesis. Your unnecessarily evil nemesis with no name. Seems like everything's blank. What's going on here? So is this all redacted? Deer Creek near Delphi. What's this? Is this the water levels? What the hell is that? Deer Creek. Oh, so the gauge height in feet. So it was so February 13th at 5 p.m. So at 7 a.m. it was like really high. It was like 3 meters. Is that meters? Or feet? Okay, feet. So it's the same as we saw in the helicopter. They were basically up past their waist, up to their almost their navel, or even higher, their ribs. So are you sure, Dee Dee? And we're just finding out this now that okay, I'm going to pretend you guys are enjoying this. I'm not going to, because I'm probably spooking myself out here. Not spooking, psyching myself out. Oh, did you send me something, Dee Dee? Do you want me to look at that article, Dee Dee, that you sent me? Or is this the one? Oh, that's it. No, there's a separate one. WBT. Dee Dee, is that one worth looking at? The WSBT one you sent me at 12:42? Here, I'll scan through this. 1 sec. I'm just going to pause. Not pause. I'm going to mute for 1 sec so I can take a drink and clear my throat. One more second, guys. I'm still here. Don't worry. Still here, guys. I'm not accidentally on mute. Oh, hey, Snoop Sleuth. What's up? Hey, welcome. Everyone say hi to Snoop Sleuth. And I'm just going to spray something. 1 sec. Okay, I'm back. Feel fresh. Okay. So what are we doing, guys? Should I keep reading this? I'm going to go full screen. Okay. I'm scanning through again. Oh, why did it stop responding? What did I do here? I've done something wrong. Oh, I'm sharing. I should go to this tab. Okay, sorry. My fault. Ooh, check this one out. Can you see that? How do I... Can I make this a different size? Screen. It doesn't let me choose any other sizes except this. Oh my God, I'm so sorry. Full screen now. Shit. How do I get that back? Okay, so I have it. I see it here, but how do I get it back on the screen? Full screen layout. I'm going to remove it, add it back. Did it come back? Okay, there we go. Now, Getting better. That's as good as it's going to get, I guess. So, yeah, what's that? Wow, look at those. So here. So it was February 17th, 2018. So all this time I've been saying it was, so I'm an idiot. Unless it was, no, it was. On the date on the painting is actually February 13th, and he posted it on the 17th. So I'm pretty sure. I bet if we look at this painting closely, I'm sure it said February 13th on here somewhere. Oh, and that red somewhere. Oh, here it is here. Did they cover up the date with that exhibit thing? What the fuck? Do you guys see the red there? I believe that's the date. No? So this painting is like in his garage or something, and this part here is like his back. Do you guys see my little mouse thing? Oh yeah, it's there. What is this stuff here on the side? Is that like the background of the room? Like the wood of his room? So like the painting's here, and behind it is like wood pieces or something. And wires. Yeah, it is. But I want to know what this says. I'm sure it says the date there. Okay, guys. I've been ignoring you. Sorry. His giant DIL. Good one, Smith. It's the very last red writing. It says two. Oh, so I'm right. See, 213, and that was 2018. Great. Where? Thanks. So I am right. It's 213 and 18. So 2 and 13 is 15. 15 and 18 is 33. Yep. See? And the bodies were found on 214 of 17. So 16 and 17 is 33. So the question is, what was Brad Holder posting on his social media in 2019 on 212? Would it be? So 212, 19. So 19 and 14. No. Yeah, 19 and 14. So 212, 19. What was Brad Holder posting on social media? That would also equal 33. 2 and 12 is 14 plus 19. 19 and 10 is 29 plus 4 is 33. That's a question we need to check out. what was Brad Holder posting on social media on 2/19, no, sorry, 2/12/19, February 12th, 19, because the following year, on February 13th of 18 is when he posted this photo, and the bodies were found on February 14th of 2017. And Brad Holder, no, allegedly, I literally watched videos of him, he posted, of him adding up the dates, adding up the day, the month, and the year, the last two digits of the year, to come up with significant numbers that meant things to him. So this isn't just me speaking out of my butt. Ooh, oh my God. Would you look at this? Did you guys see that? It's Exhibit 33. Are they fucking with us? What the fuck? Check it out. Exhibit 33. Wow. They must be just fucking with us. So do you guys think anything of that? Exhibit 33? Do we know this? Like, I mean, I probably heard this before. I don't know if it's a conspiracy, but I mean, would you think that this means nothing? That the Freemason guy, Odin photo happens to fall on Exhibit 33? I guess they'll all have to, well, there's probably so many of them, I guess it's bound to, but they could have, well, yeah, there's so many of them. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but what a coincidence that is. Ah. Painting by Brad Holder, Odin, Hanging World Tree. Yeah, that's a studio there. The wood in the background. And are you guys enjoying this? You want me to do something else? No way I'm reading all this shit. Holy shit. So I'm looking at chat. Am I missing anything, or do you guys want to do something different? TJ, keep going. I'm listening and watching. So for just TJ alone, screw the rest of you. Says TJ's interested. I will do this just for TJ. Also, if you guys, I'll scroll through and I'll keep checking chat. If you find something you want me to go back to, try to pay attention. I'll try to include the pages. Oh, you can see the page up top. So when you see a page and you want me to go back, tell me and I'll go back. So wow, this is a lot of stuff. I could actually do a series show on this. Oh my God, if I just would stop babbling and actually read stuff, I could almost appear as if I know what I'm doing. So what language is this stuff? Oh, pagan or Norse? Whatever. Norse heathenism. Shibby, can you post that doc to read for ourselves too? I believe, didn't Dee Dee? Do you want me to do it? Yeah. Where did I get this from, Dee Dee? This is is this the stuff that was linked yeah, it was linked in the article. I can post it again, I believe. Yeah, I have it. It's the last thing I copied and pasted. Yeah, I believe. Yeah, here it is. You guys see that? It's let me just double check. Is that that's it, right? And I just downloaded it, and I downloaded it to my computer, and this is what I'm looking at. It's the non-confidential supplemental blah 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 X volume. Man, this is tons of shit. So why weren't we looking at this earlier? Who dropped the ball on my show? Which one of you dropped the ball? That would be me. You know, I talked for like 10 minutes of how great this microphone. Picture me, the last stream, talking into this microphone about how great this microphone is, and I didn't even have myself up on the screen, like on stage. I wasn't like I tested the microphone. It said I saw the volume going up and down, so I knew it was working, but I wasn't playing it for you guys. So I went on for 5 minutes about my great microphone to nobody. And then I probably played a stupid sound effect. Oh my God. Oh shit. Okay. Was it in the proximity of the bodies, or was it just that Ron Logan lived close to where the bodies were? Like, or did they say he was down close to them? I do remember lots. There's just so much. I mean, we all know it all, but there's just so much. We'd need to actually get, I mean, it might be too late now, but I should be, cataloging this and paying attention to it, because what we do is we do what I'm doing now. We kind of flood ourselves with all the, and then we don't remember for the next time. It's like, it's kind of like I do it. I say it's like when I program things into Alexa. You have to figure it out, right? But then you don't do it again for 6 months or a year. And it's like you have to figure it out all over again. That's the thing I hate, is the repetition. I've taken an hour or two to figure something out, and then not having to do it again for 6 months or a year. And it's like starting over again. I feel like such a dummy. Ooh. Jesus, what is this? Excluded from public access per rules. On October 2017, Elvis moves into the residence of his sister, Joyce Moffat, in Dunkirk, Indiana. Approximately 2 weeks after moving in, Elvis approaches Joyce out of the blue and tells her trail and a bridge with two girls. It was going away for a long time. Okay, so we know all this. Jennifer is Elvis's ex-wife. Did you guys read all this? Do you want me to read through it, or put a 1 in the chat or whatever if you want me to read this story or this? We know what Elvis said to his sister, but I'm sure we've read this before. But if you'd like me to quickly go through this, it's not very long. I could probably get it done before you guys vote. Do you want to hear Jennifer Melton's Elvis's ex-wife, what she said? Well, look at all the people supporting me in chat. Not one of you answered, so I guess no. Fuck yous. Ooh. Oh, so is there a lag? If I ask you guys something, should I wait a few minutes, or am I, because I'm watching on YouTube the chat, because I have StreamYard in full screen. You know what I'll do? I'm going to go back to, I'm going to put on my other monitor. Sorry guys, it's me. I'm learning here. So I'll put the documents on You can still see that? Yeah, because I'm sharing the document. So I moved it to my other screen. Hopefully it stays there. And now I'm making StreamYard full screen. Aha. But I can't see the chat. So I need to look at the StreamYard chat, I guess. And I only have the free one, so I can't put the chat overlay on screen. So, okay. So here we go. So Snoop, you guys want me to go back? So I'll go back and read. I'll read this for you guys. It could have been done by now. Jeez, that was way up here. Or did I pass it? Shit. Yeah, here it is. Okay, sorry. Let's do this. Oh, I can't put it on there. Shit. Damn. One sec. I'm sorry, guys. I'm putting it back in my browser. I gotta mute 1 second, okay? Okay. Oh man. Here we go. August 2018 of Jennifer Melton per phone. Jennifer is Elvis's ex-wife. Jennifer states she was married. 1 second, sorry. There we go. Jennifer states she was married to Elvis for 8 years. They had 2 children, Jason and Tiffany. She stated Elvis was consistently abusive toward her and the kids. His abuse got worse towards her after the kids were born. She states Elvis chased Jason out of the house with a shotgun when Jason was 19 years old. When Tiffany was 16 years old, she had to pick her up from Elvis's house because he was outside her residence with a knife, yelling that he would kill any African American. She stated that Tiffany suffered a spiral fracture. Ooh, that's how I broke my leg about 10 years ago. My left leg, my tibia and fibia, right in my shin. I spiral fractured both my tib and fib. Anyways, that's another story. Spiral fracture of her arm while under the care of Elvis and his parents. Jennifer said that Elvis was diagnosed with schizophrenia, but he rarely took his meds as prescribed. He would go nuts when not on meds. Tiffany recalled that one time she locked him out of the house after he battered her. They remembered him yelling at her that he was going to kill her when he got back. She believed he was in possession of a knife at the time of the incident. When asked if Elvis ever carried a weapon on him, she stated he carried a boot knife. Jennifer stated that she found it odd early in their relationship that Elvis and his mother would go to the bathroom together. Elvis and his, at her as an adult. She claims Joyce told her years ago that Elvis's mother would perform, oh, I remember this, perform OS on him when he was a young child. She does not recall, so should I read this verbatim? I mean, this is a court document. What the hell? She claims Joyce told her years ago that Elvis's mother would perform oral sex on him when he was a young child. She does not recall which city Elvis was going to regarding Tiffany's statement, just that it was north of Indianapolis. She said Elvis owned guns, but they were all rifles and she never saw any handguns. She stated that Elvis was an accomplished fisherman and hunter. He would often spend long periods of time in the woods. She heard after their divorce he would live in the woods when he was homeless. So Mary Jacobs records Elvis Fields, August 31st, 2018. Prior to August 31st, 2018, Elvis and Mary had only spoken one other time since February 14th. This was in April of 2017. On August 31st, 2018, Mary picked up Elvis walking down the road in Rushville. Mary had previously purchased an audio recorder several months earlier. She turned on the recorder when Elvis got in her vehicle. Elvis was unaware of the recording. They drive to Elvis's trailer. Now, should they have... forget it. Shouldn't it just be the apostrophe when it's an S? You don't add the S, do you? They drive to Elvis's trailer, and Mary goes inside. Joyce is present. 28 minutes into conversation, Mary brings up their February 14th, 2017 conversation. She asks Elvis if he remembers giving her a blue jacket, and her giving it back, saying she did not want it. Elvis acknowledges this. Mary mentions that the police have been to her house to ask her questions about Elvis's possible involvement in Delphi murders. Elvis says he is tired of people accusing him of being involved in the Delphi murders. He then says, like I told them, what are you going to do? Dig up the ground where I took a piss and say, oh yeah, we got him? What? No, Elvis never had this conversation or gave this statement in either of his interviews. Mary brings up their actual conversation. Elvis denies remembering what they said and says he has to leave and departs from the trailer. Elvis Fields has numerous Facebook pages. One, his current page, he has the limit of 5,000 friends. Approximately 75% of these are young Filipino Asian girls. What the fuck am I reading? Did you guys know that? Did I just not hear that? Elvis Fields has numerous Facebook pages. One, his current page, he has a limit of 5,000 friends. Approximately 75% of these friends are young Filipino and Asian girls. So 5,000, 2,500, half of 2,500 is 1,250. So back on 2,500, 35. So 3,750 people. He has 3,750 friends that are young Filipino and Asian girls. Am I doing okay, guys? Do you want more or what? I'll read chat now. Trigger warning. Yeah. Guess that would be good to say before. Trigger warnings, I guess I'll try to give before I read that. So should I carry on, guys? Let me know. I'm just going to mute to take a drink. Okay, one sec. Okay, I'm back. So there's 12 people still here. Wow. Do you guys want me to read more or just skim through here? I'm just going to skim through. And if you guys want anything read, you remember the page you've seen it on. I'll skim slowly. And if you type a page in, I'll go back to it and read for you. But so is this all new stuff or have we read? Because I've pretty much heard everything read on criminality, Teresa and Goosey and whoever else read. I was there for all of them for the last couple of years. Or is this like new first time stuff? excluded from public access. Okay, so this is what people are talking about. Everything's, all this is redacted stuff. What? How could they redact so much? Like what? It's a public trial. Can't they just redact the names of the people and if there's kids or photos? But it seems like there's quite a few redactions here. Like, what are we not getting to know? So why is all this stuff sideways? Can I flip it? I can't. Brad Holder, April 7th, 2017. So the past 2 days I've been drawn to the Gibo rune. Last Saturday I hit a deer. Oh, this is the one where I have a joke with this, but I'll say it afterwards. Last Saturday I hit a deer on the way to work. Earlier this week I sold my Dodge. With that money I ordered a new bumper. This is where I always joke that Brad Holder got a new bumper and free dinner. Not that I don't appreciate the gifts. Oh, this morning I hit a raccoon on the way to work. Not that I don't appreciate the gifts. So he ate the raccoon too, because that's a gift. Like the deer, cool, but a fucking raccoon. Anybody ever ate raccoon? Is it good? Probably, I guess we wouldn't know. He hit a raccoon on the way to work. Not that I don't appreciate the gifts the gods are giving me, both positive and negative. I don't think my nerves can handle much more gift giving. Let's try to slow this down with an Isa rune. Isa, Gibo, Isa, Gibo, Isa, Gibo, Isabu, Isabo, Isabo, Isabo. Ooh. And that's the one with this hand photo. I don't remember about the raccoon. I remember the deer in the bumper. So here's that creepy photo. You guys still having fun? I guess you're here, right? That's a good sign. Okay, so this was the guy that was trying to alert them way, yeah, of all the social media stuff. Yeah, I remember this. Like he's telling them all this stuff, all this social media shit he sent to them on May 9th of 2017. So February, so March, April, May. Not even 3 months after. So then 3 months after they get all this stuff, then they interview them all, and then everything goes missing. Ooh, why are you guys talking about him? That's one of the banned words. No, I'm just kidding. I haven't seen that guy around. None of them. I'm surprised they're not here trying to troll me. I guess probably a good sign that they don't care about me, so that's good. You guys having fun in chat? Do you want me to keep going? I feel like I'm just talking to myself here. So I don't see you guys writing any page numbers, so I guess I'll just keep going unless I see. Okay, keep going. Oh yeah, I remember all this stuff. Am I speaking too quietly, or can you hear me good? Everything's good? Carry on. I guess no complaints is good. Yeah, this is the one with the bodies, right? Your friends, yeah, your friends will help. Your real ones don't judge you or ask a bunch of questions. They help you move the body and never speak of it again. You know what's funny? I know what I always do. You see all these people's. I always look in this camera roll part down here because sometimes they accidentally show photos they didn't want you to see. Because if that's what that even is, it looks like it shows you like the 5 previous photos and the 5 or 10 that are afterwards. So I always try to check those out to see I'm weird like that. Am I zoomed in too much? Is that what's going on here? Oh, then I can't read this shit. So this is the workout stuff, yeah. Cool. Holder Facebook post 2 a.m. later deleted from his Facebook. So I want to zoom right in on this. Brad Holder checked into workout anytime Logan Sport. Checked into workout anytime Logan Sport. Well, I probably won't get anybody to work out with me at 2 a.m., but I am hooked. My energy and testosterone is through the roof right now. Look at that, 2 a.m. That's definitely the 14th. Do we see dates? Brad Holder is feeling heartbroken. Well, so like picture this. Okay, so I've worked for 15 years. I worked in an auto factory where we worked 2 weeks of day shift and 2 weeks of night shift, and that was also when my kids were young and I went through a divorce. So I had like a 50-50 shared custody of my kids. So when I was on day shift for 2 weeks, I had my kids with me, and for 2 weeks I was on night shift. I didn't have my kids with me. So when I was on night shift, I would like go to the gym. We'd get off at like 5 or 7 a.m. and I would go work out and then go home and sleep all day. But when I was on day shift, I'd be up at like 5 or 6, getting the kids ready, taking them to their moms, and going to work for like 7 or 8 a.m., working all day, 8 to 3 or 5, if it was an 8 or 10 hour shifts. And then I can assure you, those times when I was on day shift, there would be zero, especially if I was on straight day shifts like he was. I can't picture any situation where I'd be going to the gym at 2 a.m. unless I was just getting off of like a Friday night shift. We would get off at 1 a.m. But I mean, to think that somebody goes to work all day on a day shift and is at the gym at 2 a.m. Like, right, whatever. Let's, oh, there's going to be that photo where he posts the two liquor bottles that reference some kind of Williams and some kind of German beer. Did you guys remember that? I remember seeing that on Crime Night a lot. I bet you that's in here. Guess I could read that. It's not too long. So, Unclassified FBI on 04/13/2017. The following information was emailed to S.A. Richard E. Davies by TFO Rogers to be memorialized as an Baba. On February 17th, 2017, Pulaski County Sheriff's Office Sergeant Frederick Rogers followed up at Liberty Landfill in an attempt to verify the employment and the work schedule of Bradley Holder. Is that how you spell Bradley, or is there missing an E? Yeah, it's got an E. Upon arriving at Liberty Landfill, located in Buffalo, this officer spoke to Susan Case. Case is a human resource contact person at the work site. Case advised this officer Bradley Holder is currently employed with the landfill, and he was indeed working on February 13th, 2017 from Case advised this officer Waste Management is the owner of the landfill, and they require the employee to use digital time card system to clock in and out. Case advised that she would be the only person on site to be able to make any changes to the time system, but there were no changes made to Brad's time card. Now, this is where I remember, because when I worked at the place for 15 years, we had quotas. So we had, and I started there in like 1994 up until 2005 or something like that. And we had those swipe cards, and they were like a little credit card. From day one, we had them in 1994. So we would come in and we'd get there at 7 a.m., swipe our card. So everybody had to be there at the beginning, right? But then we'd go to our areas and we had quotas, and we would get those quotas done sometimes 3 hours early. And of our group of 4 guys or 5 guys, we had the same ones. We would all take turns going home early, and one of us would stay and swipe out all 4 or 5 of our cards, like every day. I would get paid 10-hour shifts, and I'd go home after like 6 hours, and after 8 hours was time and a half. So it was gravy. But as long as we got our quota done, like we had to bust our balls, but we could get done early. And as long as one of us stayed around to swipe our cards, and they were trustworthy, so when we came back the next morning, we would all meet in the parking lot and we'd all get our cards back and we'd all swipe in, you know. So swiping in, everyone has to be there. You're not really going to, because, you know, you need to get the work done. But then we'd go and we'd get our 10 hours done in 6 hours, or 7 hours, or even 8 hours. And one guy would just stay and 4 guys would leave. And that one guy would swipe out like 4 or 5 cards for years. I did that for over 10 years. Anyways. Did I read this? Shit. Okay. So case advised, Brad drives a junky red truck to work with a G on the front bumper. Case advised a security camera at the scales may have picked up his vehicle going in and out, coming and going on that date. It may have picked up his vehicle. Case advises holder stays on property for his lunch breaks. Well, how does she know? I mean, you can go with your, this is all a bunch of bullshit. Because you can go with your buddies. I mean, why couldn't, because his car's there, it means he's there. Case provided this officer a copy of the timesheet for this week, showing Brad indeed had clocked in and out February 13th, and he was still at work on today's date, which means nothing. Because if that was anything like my work, you know, he could have been gone 2-3 hours early. And if the cops came asking questions, none of my buddies, we wouldn't rat each other out. You guys still with me? You having fun? Should I carry on? Oh, my stomach's growling. I should at least get a coffee or something. Ooh, there's a mailbox guy. Where's the bags under his eyes? They got washed out. That's weird. Because you should be able to see those bags under his eyes. Awesome. What does awesome mean? Lying under card punching? Yeah, Dee Dee, of course. Well, it wasn't lying because we had a quota. So we finished our, we would do 10 hours worth of work, right? Like we had to build certain 35 modules of seats in each hour. And we would do that. And we kept track of them. We scanned them, but we would go faster than we could. You know, they had it on allotted time, but we would go faster and we would get done in 6 or 7 hours. So we didn't, it wasn't cheating because when we're in a union, like I was in an auto union. So once we did our quota, we could just sit there go smoke and go hang out in the cafe. You know, if we had our numbers, we were done. So what we would do is, so it wasn't cheating, really. We just, one guy would stay to swipe because we did our 10 hours worth of work, or we did 8 hours worth of work and we would get done in 6 hours. And one guy would stay with our cards and 4 guys would leave. And that one person would swipe them all 5 cards in a row. And obviously but there was thousands of people. This was a huge factory. And I guess if they were really worried about it, they could have put a camera and monitored it, but they didn't care. As long as we got our numbers done, they didn't care. Ooh, yeah, yeah, Amy. Well, we'll finish up here and I'll come because maybe we'll go another half an hour here, or you guys want to do that? What time is it? Jeez, I haven't even like I definitely feel better about this one, even though I've kind of rambled on. Just the fact that you can hear my voice is better than my last one. So it's 3:30 a.m. now. So Amy, you're going live in 1 hour. In 1 hour. Yes. So that'll be 4:30 a.m. Eastern. So 3:30 a.m. Central, 2:30 a.m. Mountain, and 1:30 a.m. for that weirdo DD over on PD, DD, PDT, PST, DD over on that Pacific coast. So again, it's 3:30 now in Eastern. If Amy's going in 1 hour, that'll be 4:30 Eastern, which is then 3:30 Central, 2:30 Mountain, and 1:30 Pacific. And I'll be there in chat, Amy, and if you need me, I can come on too, or I'll just help you mod and chat. Your choice. Ooh, look at that Sasquatch. Check that out. That's a Sasquatch. Look at the fucking arms. Looks like a fucking gorilla. I won't say, but Amy, I just read the group message and I think it's pretty funny too. I won't divulge what it says, but Dee Dee will know too. Yeah. Gotcha. Oh, did I miss? What time is it? Oh man, 2 hours ago, I got a message from somebody and I didn't reply. Sorry to the person who said they're missing all the fun. Tonight was my last night of work. Fuck. I will send you an emoji reply. 2 hours late. Oops. Anyway. All right. Can you guys hear my Discord thing pop up? Because I hear that all the time with other people, and now mine's blowing up. Can you guys hear that? Give me a 1 or a thumbs up if you hear my Discord notification. That usually drives me nuts when it happens to other people. Because then I think it's mine, and I check mine when I'm watching a live stream like this. Now, it technically is mine, but if you guys hear that and use Discord, you're going to be thinking it's yours. So good. It's finally someone else, not me. You don't hear it? Good. Okay. 0. So are you guys coming to Amy G's in less than 1 hour? Ooh, it's 3:33 a.m. here. Wow. 3:33 a.m. Spooky. Oh, Julie Melvin, shout out. Oh, is this? Shit. I'm sorry, Julie. I didn't. Shit. What do I do here, Dee Dee? Can I black? They doxed Julie. I remember. I heard this too. I wasn't. I'm sorry. If anybody. They totally doxed Julie Melvin, and I just showed it. What do I do here, guys? Just get through it, I guess. Oh, fuck. I don't know. Well, I'm sorry, Julie. If you ever, I didn't mean that. Wasn't my intention. I really like Julie Melvin, despite all the bullshit going on. You know, that's a good thing. I don't care what anyone thinks. Even if you disagree with Julie Melvin, if I used to use her as a barometer if people had a problem with Julie Melvin, it's one thing to be, if you disagree with everything she says, that's fine. But if you hate her, she's she's one of the sweetest, nicest women I've seen in these communities, and she's put up with a lot. So I don't care if you hate her. I mean, I do care, because if you don't agree with her and don't enjoy her or whatever, her videos and her appearances, that's fine. But yeah, if you can't stand Julie Melvin and she's the sweetest person, that makes me think things of you, not her. Because what I don't even want to talk about it, because we're gonna start fighting. But I mean, she's sweet. No, Dee Dee, forget. You know what? Forget I said that, guys. I'm gonna please just don't. Let's not get juicy or nothing. But that's I didn't mean to say that. It's just it's been a barometer for me, because if you hate her, I find it impossible to hate her. Like, I mean, that's fine. You guys don't, Mustang, stop. You guys stop. I'm going to just shut this down. I didn't mean to get into who likes who. None of it matters. If we're all friendly and kind and enjoy talking to each other, Mustang, you don't need to say that. Amy likes everyone. And if you guys don't rein this in, I'm just going to end this stream right now. So consider that your warning. But if you don't like Julie Melvin, that's a little weird to me, because she seems to be the sweetest, nicest person I've ever heard. And AKA Radar. How could you get mad at those two? So I'm sorry I brought it up, and I don't fault you guys but from this point on, if you guys get all nutty, I'm just shutting this down. And I won't, it's my fault for bringing it up. I shouldn't have done that. I'm flawed. I'm a flawed human. Get used to it. But I'll own up to it too. I'm a flawed 52-year-old balding grandpa with a muffin top. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to try not to. I don't want to dox anyone. So, what the fuck? Why are these so shitty? How can that be the sketch? Why is it? It's like you can barely see the guy. Is there something going on here that I don't? How would they? The fuck is this? This is what they hand out to people? You can't even read the date, hardly. There. Different opinions are what help us grow. Yes, and Amy loves everyone, and Mustang, we love you, and I'm actually really proud of you, Mustang, because I know the last few years, even myself, like 2 years ago, I probably fought with Mustang and Miranda, and I would have never dreamed that Mustang would be here talking in my chat. Actually, Mustang was the first person to comment in my live stream, and I put her up on the screen. So if you told me that 2 years ago, I would have laughed in your face. Ooh, why are you bringing Yotan up? Where's Yotan? Is he even here? Ja? Ja Rule? Jajo? How did Yotan get into this? Yotan and Shibby would be awesome live together. Does Yotan do lives? Does he have a channel? I can't even keep up. I mean, I'd listen to him. He seems like a great guy. Yes, Amy, you're right. It's me. I'm creating drama. But I'm creating drama telling Mustang how proud of her I am that we've all kind of changed. And, even myself a few 6 months or years ago, 6 months or a year or two ago, I came in and blew up a bunch of chats too, saying stupid shit about other stuff. So, and Mustang has been really good lately, and we've all done it, and we've all seemed to be just getting along. So that's all I meant to say. Damn it, Shibby. Okay, Mustang, don't leave. Let your little spice. Yes, don't leave. I think, honestly, guys, like if you just throw in the LOL and emoji more, like I get away with saying some crazy shit in chats, and all I do is put a bunch of emojis afterwards, and nobody says a thing, even in strangers' chats. But let's see the tip on the screen. Okay. So, where is it? Can you tell me what page am I? Is this it? This isn't it. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. Betsy said she has been shown the video from Hoosier Hardware Store by someone from ISP. She said that it was hard to see the vehicles on the video. She thought it might help her looking at the still pictures that could be zoomed, which reminds me, maybe I should zoom this a bit. Be zoomed in on. Betsy looked at the pictures and picked up a vehicle that we have identified belonging to David McCain. Betsy said that was the closest similar in style with the angles she was remembering. So Betsy said that McCain's vehicle was closest. I asked Betsy what a lap was to her. Betsy said that she would start at the trailhead and walk to the main trail hub, walk to Monon High Bridge, back to and down Nisha's Trail, back to Hub, then to Freedom Bridge to Trailhead. I asked Betsy about where she saw the 3 or 4 girls that didn't see her, Voorhees, Wilbur, etc. Betsy said that she saw them near the old railroad overpass over the old SR-25. They were walking towards Delphi. Does that interest anyone? Was that so? That's first time but didn't. What does that mean? First time but didn't. Juvenile, Liggett, first time but didn't. Does that mean there's more to this that we're not seeing? Because that's like a continuation. First time but didn't. So they redacted what? Motherfuckers. First time but didn't. What could they possibly redact? Betsy said that she had been shown the video. So ISP showed her the video. The fuck? How could there be so many redactions? This is what people were complaining about, obviously. Like, what could they possibly be redacting? Oh, shit. So we don't even know who's talking then if they redact the fuck? So it just starts, okay, attention. We could probably figure it out. Attention around. Inaudible. That's probably Holman. Holman was going blah, 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 blah. You remember that day at all? What you were doing? What was going on that day? I think I was working that day. I mean, what day of the week was it? Monday? Yeah, I would have been working. And then Valentine's Day would have been on a Tuesday? Okay. If that, blah, blah, blah. I don't know if you do anything special on Valentine's Day or not. Oh, I remember this. Didn't somebody's white girlfriend get mad at them for not doing something on Valentine's Day or something? That guy with the phone. I won't say any names. If anybody knows in chat, type it in. Dee Dee, leave me alone. Dee Dee's blowing up my Discord now. I'm going to block you. This was somebody's wife. I remember somebody getting in trouble for not doing something on Valentine's Day. Sometimes people do special and my schedules, things. So yeah, I have to look back, but I'm pretty sure I was probably working. Okay. On Tuesday as well. I had Tuesdays off at one point. Then I had Wednesdays off and back and forth. So it could be I'm sure I was probably working on that Tuesday. Okay. If not, I would have been off. Yeah, that'd be that being a Monday. But yeah. Oh, the Monday. Yeah. Yeah. Clip that, bitch. I'll do that again. Here, you guys want to clip that? Yeah. That'd been a Monday, but yeah. Yeah. Oh, the Monday. Yeah. Clip that, bitch. I would have been working on that day. Okay. Mm-hmm. Oh, shit. Don't clip this. You got it. You got a daughter? Yes. Is that the only child you got? Yes. Okay. Mm-hmm. Was she still in school back then? 2017? She would have been in college. Okay, maybe you'd clip that if she's in college. Okay. Actually, I think she would have been married at that point. Well, that's even better because she graduated from Delphi in 13. Okay. 13? Yeah, she would have probably been in Napanee at that point. Okay. Because she and her husband have been married about 6 years now. 5 or 6 years. What's her name? Brittany Allen. Any? Oh, damn. I'm sorry. That was Kathy. Oh, shit. I'm an idiot. I shouldn't be making light of this. I'm sorry. What's her name? Brittany Allen. Any? Brittany. Any? Okay. Middle name's Ann. Is this not Richard Allen? That's the other Allen? But there's an E on the end, and the last name is Zapanta now. Okay, spell that for me. Z as in zebra. Oh, you guys say Z. No, Z. We say Z. So Z as in zebra, Apanta. Okay, yeah. You said she lives in Napanee? Yes. All right. So she'd have been out of school? She wouldn't have been around here. Oh, no. At that point in time, no. Okay. Because she went to college she went to Ball State and, okay, 4-year degree. She, no 2 year. Okay. Yeah. And then she ended up getting a job right after that within probably 6 months and started living up in Napanee. Mm. Now, if, so how about this? Why don't we finish up at 4 o'clock in 10 minutes? And I'll continue this tomorrow. If you guys want to plan on, anybody wants to contact me and plan on finishing this up. Oh, there's Yotan. Hey, Ja. Ja's made an appearance in chat. Maybe, and if I missed you, sorry. Hi. Morning, Shibby. Morning, everyone. How y'all doing? Doing great, Yotan. How are you, buddy? Sorry, I'm reading chat. That's Rick's daughters. And yeah, I'm sorry, guys. I didn't mean to make light of that. I thought we were reading those like Odinist type people. I didn't know. Is that I wouldn't have done that had I known. Mm. So, anyways, I'll finish up in a few minutes here, and then this is interesting. We'll look through it and actually plan on doing something tomorrow. If you guys would like, I will promise to try and get better and be better and prepare at least. Yeah, I'm not going to read all this now. I'm glad I stopped. So, guys, how's that been? Has it been okay? Do you want me to end? You guys coming to Amy G's in 35, 40 minutes? Because if we do, I'm going to have to stop and take a little break, and I'll make a coffee because right now it's 3:50 a.m. in Eastern where I am, but I work technically. I'm watching my monitors and guarding $30,000 worth of wood, 2 excavators, and a bobcat, and a bunch of other equipment. That's right beside my side door of my house, pretty much. So on a construction site, and I have cameras on my house pointing directly at it. So it's like 20 feet away from me. And I'm watching it on camera. And oh, the cool thing is with my neighbor, I'm letting him use 2 of the circuits in my house because he's doing construction. So he could have the hydro come and hook up for him, like temporary stuff for the construction site. But they want like $5,000 and they have to do all this stuff. Plus, he'd have to pay the hydro. So what he's doing is I let him run 2 extension cords to my. I have 2 plugs outside that are separate circuits, and they're like 20 amp circuits. So he gets both of them, and each month he uses them for the next year or 2 until he gets, his own hydro properly hooked up. He's paying my complete hydro bill, like the whole thing, just to use the 2 circuits. So that's great. My furnace, I'm going to up my heater. He's paying, I just show him the hydro bill and he's throwing that on top too. So, and he did it with my hose a few months. He borrowed and just said he'll use the hose and paid my complete water bills and everything. So, but the hydro's going to run. They're out there working all winter. So. I got free hydro for the next 2 years. Oh, and we call hydro, that's electricity for you guys. Sorry. Up here in Canada, it's electricity because I know you guys don't like the green energy, but we get it all free from lakes and rivers, fast running waters. So that's why we call it hydro. So our hydro bill is our electricity bill up here because 70 or 80% of our electricity is free from like Niagara Falls, and we have so many fast rushing waters that we just hook up a bunch of turbines under the water, and we don't even really need to make too many dams because the water runs so hard. So yeah, so I got free hydro paid to let him use 2 circuits. Yeah, I think I'm going to end this up, guys. So I'll go in chat. We'll continue this tomorrow. Oops. Okay. So let me just look at chat. And so you guys going to come to Amy G's in about a half an hour? I'll be there. If you guys want to say anything, I'm going to be shutting down any second soon. So maybe you guys should, if you're not coming to Amy G's, let us know and say your goodbyes here. I'll stick around for a few more minutes. And if you're coming to Amy G's, well, we'll see you there. 95 subs. I won't, Dee Dee. I won't forget where I came from. Just as long as you don't forget why your life is not in shambles. How this Canadian man, your guru, is free, despite the fact that I barely squeaked through high school with D's and some E's. Your life would be in shambles without me. You know it. Ooh, Dee Dee's leaving. Thanks, Dee Dee. So this is my vow. What I said my first stream, which nobody heard because I didn't put myself on stage, is so these were just tests. This was really just a test. The first one was a test that I totally epic fail, like Dee Dee said. And this one was retribution, like I redeemed myself, hopefully a little bit, by at least playing my voice. And I swear to you, I will get better. I will prepare. I will be organized. I'm learning how to do all this. I'll get a camera to show my pretty face. I will have guest plans. So the next time if you see lives from me, it'll be the real deal. Watch out. Watch out, world, because here I come. That being said, thank you, Carol, for being here. Thank you, Dee Dee. Thank you, Yotan. Kelly Louise Brown. Nicole, thank you for being around. Oh, so I'll go find, is Yotan's? Yeah, I'll go sub to you, Yotan. Who else? Is anybody else around? Anybody that was lurking that wants to come in and say a goodbye? You don't have to, but if you'd like to, please. And just know that I will get much more interesting. And I will promise to do better. I will promise to put myself on stage and not talk into my brand new microphone and brag about my great new microphone to nobody that can hear me. What's fungi? Oh, is fungi that person? Why are you guys saying that? Oh, fun guy, not the person on the other channel. Fun guy as in me. Yes, I'm a fun guy. I'll grow on you. Ah, that's it. Yes. In the dark. I'll grow on you in the moist dark as a fun guy. So yeah, Amy, I'm going to shut her down now, and then I'm going to make a coffee, and I'll be in Amy's chat to talk until she goes live. Okay, guys? So thank you very much. And tomorrow or whenever, I'm going to look through these and maybe we'll do something because there's lots of reading and I have a fun time reading. So if somebody wants to come on and we'll read some stuff and do whatever you want. Okay, guys? I'll be more prepared. I'll be better. I'll try my best. Thank you very much and good night, everyone. See you at Amy G's, please. If you guys want to drop the link here before, I don't know, does the chat run for 5 or 10 minutes still? Or a couple minutes? If you want to drop the link, or does everybody know where Amy G's channel is? How you forgot to put your, yes. Go, well, it's still up. Go look at, if you want to have a laugh, go look at the live I just did 5 or 6 hours ago. That whole half hour, I was literally talking away as I've been now, more so. Like I told my whole life story, and I didn't even have myself on stage. It's not that I didn't unmute myself because my microphone was working. I tested it out, but I didn't even put myself up on the stage. So, and I just sat there and talked. And then you're going to hear some sound effects. So after I talked for a few minutes, I would play sound effects, thinking I was adding to the broadcast. Anyways. Okay, guys, I'll see you on Amy's. Drop Amy's link in and have a good night. Bye.